Central European Football League CEFL. Welcome to the semi-final here in Chur. Calanda BRONCOS are the hosts of the Warsaw Eagles, the Polish champion 2024. With me together today again, Chris Winter.
Hello, you guys. Welcome to have you
to our stream. Also welcoming our fans and our viewers from Poland. I have a little welcome for you. Let's see if you understand me. Witamy gości I kibiców Warszawy.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds kind of Polish, I hope so. So let's see, it might be the first real competition for Calanda BRONCOS today this season.
Unfortunately, yes. I mean, it could be a good thing. It could be a benefit for the Warsaw team, who I'm sure has had one or two games this year that were closer than the games with the Broncos.
True that. They had their quarterfinal playing in Schwäbisch Hall, where they won by one score. It was actually the first game for Schwäbisch Hall that season, so this might be like a little the downside of that game. But traveling abroad, winning in a house on Schwäbisch Hall, listening to the national anthem. Performed by the lead singer of Soulstorm, Broncos kind of house band this season, so she's doing it live. I hope you'll get it.
That would be that. Nicely done, I have to say.
Well performed. Very well.
Sounds good live.
So what we know from the Polish team, what we know from the Eagles. I had the chance to talk to some of the officials before the game. They traveled here yesterday. They had a night over in Bruges. Arrived like around 2 in the night, as they expected. So it's about a 16-hour bus ride from Warsaw here to Chur. They're going to be leaving after the game straight back home because half of the team is living across Poland. That's what he said. So they need to be home as early as possible in Warsaw because people have to work on Monday too in Poland. So it's kind of like, it's not like a Polish selection team, but they have good people from all around the country. They are body-wise pretty massive as far as we saw before the game. Let's see how far it goes.
Yeah, it's a big team for sure, but we're used to that from everything east of here is usually bigger than we are. which, yeah, big is good and important, but skill at the end is what makes the difference. So, I mean, if you have both, obviously you have a huge advantage. I'm really excited to see what they put in the football field as far as skill positions and speed with that size that they have.
Before we start putting out names here, sorry if we mispronounce some Polish names, because like Swiss people are not usually pretty common in Polish names. We see the captains on the other side, Jacob Szymanski, the US quarterback, number 1. Number 78, offensive lineman Mateusz Szczeciek. And we have number 74, also offensive lineman, center and long snapper, Mateusz Slawiński. And we have number 6, Kamil Ruta, linebacker, fullback for the Warsaw Eagles. On the Broncos side, we have number 3, Max Gray, number 68, Michel Derums, offensive lineman, and number 23, Matt Tenot, defensive back.
They've switched out some captains this last time. Seems like they rotate a little bit here on the side of the Broncos.
Looks like, and maybe they want to send the biggest one to the coin toss too.
Yeah, then maybe they should have said Matis, but
I also
similar,
saw
I think.
Number 14 is dressed up for the Broncos. It's Tino Mukwieler. He's like felt 145 years old running back. Eric Roget, number 6, running back for the Calanda Broncos, had a season-ending injury on the last game against the Bern Grizzlies. So Tino stepping in. Let's see what role he will play. He's not the youngest anymore, but still pretty good in shape.
Yeah, I think, I mean, they dressed him just to have another running back, I think, because they've got 3 guys that can definitely run the ball with Noah Bachhoven, Amal, Ajovi, and I mean, even if they have to have Max run, or if they have to have,
they can also run Andrew.
Yeah.
They did it last year.
So I mean, they have some depth there. I think it's just a precautionary measure, just in case, you know.
And he loves to run, so we might see him on some kickoff teams, because he's a pretty well-known special team player and also a good blocker for passing schemes when you don't need the running back to run. Maybe we'll see him catching some reps too.
You might as well if you're going to get dressed for the game, get some snaps. Other than that, though, it seems that the Broncos, at least to this point in the season, have stayed fairly healthy compared to past few seasons where they had 6, 7, 8, even 10 guys that were injured at the time. This year they've had, the luck has been on their side a little bit with not so many injuries, which is definitely helps you in a game like this, because they're pulling game with a full roster of 45 guys. So, like you said, they're not little guys.
They have 68 people on the roster usually, so they had to leave 20 or more than 20 people out of their game. So this is kind of selection then.
Selection of the selection.
Selection of the selection, exactly.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see a good football game. I'll be very excited or very interested to see how does Calanda do down the stretch into the second half, into the fourth quarter if the game is still tight, because as you mentioned before, they haven't had a game yet that went into the fourth quarter this year.
Exactly.
So yeah, there's gonna be, you know, not only conditioning with the weather the way it is today, but also nerves, you know,
mentally wise, exactly.
Not being in that situation before. Well, and this is probably another reason that he brought in somebody like Tino Mukwieler, who's got so much experience, you know.
Exactly, and he's already on the field on the return team. Number 14.
Here we go. Right. So the Broncos will receive.
They kick it to Max.
He'll take
short.
It. Looking for space.
Nice blocks here. He has some space. Nice stiff arm. Out well tackled too. Like
almost the 40.
Yeah, 38. Not a bad return at all. They should avoid kicking it to Max, because like if he's free, he's gone usually.
Yeah, but I think that this level of ball that they play, they've seen, you know, fast returners before, and Max isn't the fastest guy. He just has a good nose for where the openings are and is explosive. So let's see. He's out at wide receiver now to start. Let's see what happens.
Eagles starting with a 4-man front. running. Noah Bachhofen already breakthrough. Wow.
For a first down on
Nice
the first
blocking and also very, very nice run for 12 yards to the 50, right to the 50.
Yeah,
see
makes
the
a
replay.
huge difference when you see a running back that has 100% confidence in his O-line that they're going to open that hole for him, because he hit that hole full speed.
Yeah, and he didn't hesitate for a split second.
No,
so
not at all. So that's how they have to run. That's a good start right there.
And another one, and another one.
Another
9 yards.
Right up the middle 2 times in a row now. That's got to be. It's got to be already something that the coach on the other side is wondering, because it's like you said, it's not a size issue because they've got huge guys.
Yeah, and the Broncos are trying to like run the ball, and it's not like smash mouth football, but like running through the middle hurts the defense most because you have to pull the linebackers a little bit forward then. They're already putting a 5th guy on the line now.
And that definitely opens play action in that second
Exactly.
level. But they're going to run
Off
it
the
again.
edge and close to the first down.
Yeah.
Very well chased here. I think it was number
Probably
6.
Third and inches.
Ruta Kamil came off the edge from the backside.
So Amel Ajovi will be coming in. This is
And also Andrew Blackett.
probably what coming as at fullback. Andrew Blackett, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I don't want to get hit by him as a linebacker, to be honest. I don't want to get hit by him as a ball carrier either.
I'm wondering if they're going to actually try to go up the middle with this, or if they're going to
Fullback dive with Andrew, yes.
That's a first down.
He was way over the line, yeah.
They gave it to him.
The rest was so-called forward progress. So ball carrier was stopped over the line. And they could have still run the like a regular QB sneak. That should be enough for a half a yard too with that offensive line. So
Matoszek from the middle of the line there, number 78, trying to pile things up. One of the 2 very big bodies that they have up front there. So third down, all we've seen is run so far. Let's see when we're going to see our first pass. Could be right now.
And it's
And
deep.
he's looking for, that's double coverage. I don't know if he would, probably an ill-advised throw there. Because they obviously know Max, and they know he's looking for Max, so.
They also have number 9 back there. I think it was number 9.
Yep, that's
covering. So we have number 2, Wojciech Simka. And it's number 5, actually. Kevin Sherman, US import player, that's playing on the safety position. So it's a one-on-one American battle there.
Yeah, it looks like they're doubling him as much as they can. It's going to open up some spaces for
the
everybody
others.
else, though, for sure. Here's another run up the
inside
middle
run,
here.
Yeah, shortly, but still.
Nice how to keep it.
Oh, ball is out.
Uh-oh.
Not sure he was down already. Didn't saw that. There is no sign yet from the refs.
They're talking about it, but I have not seen anybody say that he was down by contact.
They are discussing now the Zebras.
Yeah, looks like they're going to give it to him from the reaction of
first down Poland. First down
so
Warsaw Eagles. So first turnover of the game.
Yeah,
there were many in the whole season for the Broncos.
That's the first touch of the game for Amel Ajovi, I think, who's the one that fumbled that ball.
They picked the middle pretty well up this time. He could still fighting forward, but then lost the ball.
Yeah, I mean, keeping your legs going is one thing, but hanging on the football is probably even more important.
Exactly.
He's a young player, so he'll learn from that for sure. Also a 4-3 for and a nice time blitz.
Yeah.
Beautifully timed
Perfectly.
blitz. But the quarterback
escape
got
from
out.
the quarterback then.
Looks like a hold though. Luckily for the Broncos, that area of the field is usually holding.
I think it might be the right tackle as far as I saw. Was a little bit too much engaged with his defensive player. But still a nice run. Getting
really
for
nice
almost
run,
20 yards on the first play as a quarterback.
Yep. That's Jacob Schimens, the quarterback, the U.S. import quarterback that they have, and he's got wheels, so they're going to have to keep an eye on that.
As I said, also perfectly timed from Andrew Blackwell, blitz through the middle.
Absolutely.
If that would have been a run, that would be a very hard hit on the run.
And a loss of
and
about 7
huge
yards.
loss,
Yeah. But as it was, I mean, the left end there for the Broncos definitely didn't have contain, so they got to keep an eye on that. He's a small quarterback, but he's, like I said,
he's mobile.
He's fast. So second and 20, first and 20 now. A quick pass over to the side here. Oh, they're athletes for sure. I mean, even this running back here, he's fast, number 20.
12-yard gain, so second and 8.
That's Bartosz Noza. Yeah, I remember playing in Poland with the national team, and they definitely have some good athletes on that team for sure.
They have. I was told, yeah, Bartosz Noza, he's one of the best running backs in whole Poland.
Yep.
As we saw,
yeah,
he got on that little swing pass.
He's definitely quick for sure. They need to contain him quickly in the open field. He's dangerous. They're looking for him again by the looks. Nope. He's going to go across the middle. Oh, perfectly thrown ball.
Jakub Mazan.
Who drops it.
Easy first down there.
Yeah, and more.
Coming to a third down and more. Yes, had some green. So this is very important for the Broncos defense and also for the Eagles offense.
So we're seeing some nerves from both teams at the early stages of the game. Mistakes by both teams, penalty and a drop, an important drop here by Poland, and that fumble by the Broncos. So both teams already making some exchanging gifts, let's say. So third and long, another pass coming up. There's some pressure now. And he's looking, he's got somebody he's good on the run there. Very nice.
Yeah, Krzysztof Nozov got that reception for the first down over the middle. Very well played.
Yeah, I can tell right now that the key to this game is for the Broncos defense is containing that quarterback. As soon as they let him out and he's got the option to run or pass, he's going to kill him because there's no stopping that guy with the speed he has. If he gets on the edge, on the outside of the contain, then good night.
And also last pass was perfectly thrown in between two zones.
Yeah. Very, very, and you've got to respect his speed. So you're going to pull people up when you threaten the line of scrimmage the way he is.
Stopped. Oh no, he's still going.
He's still going. Yeah, see, this is we're all of a sudden they're facing some different athletes that they maybe haven't seen yet this season.
7-yard, 6-yard gain on he was touched at the line of scrimmage.
For sure, it looked like it was going to be a loss or 0, and he gained 6. Wow, this is good. This is I think this is what everybody came to see, a good football game, you know.
Exactly.
So here's nice
Huge
pressure up the middle.
Ball is way overthrown.
Yeah, very nice. Somebody got to him in a hurry and put a nice hit on him. Yep.
So
that
third and 4. Well, ball was way too placed, too far. He hadn't had the time.
He couldn't step into it because Felix Sankar was right in his face, put him on his backside.
And that's what they're came from the blind side. So he came from the right side.
That's what they're going to have to. That's what they're going to have to do to him. So another third, not so long this time. I'm guessing you're going to see the quarterback run if he doesn't hand the ball off right away. Nope, looking again.
Overthrown. Or misunderstanding with the route.
Yeah, the receiver didn't think that the ball was for him, it looked like. He ducked. So are they going to do they're playing similar football that the Broncos do, so they're going to, anything over the 50-yard line, they're going for it.
Yeah, it's 4th and 4, so why punting here?
Yep.
Well, you give the ball away in a pretty good field position if you don't convert it, but you have to try, or you can't. It's a long field, actually. It's a full 120 yards.
So here's the he's gonna quick. Yeah, he's pooch punting it. Nicely done. Nicely done. And it's in.
Well played.
Yeah, very nicely done.
Very surprisingly for the Broncos defense.
Yeah, we did a lot of that with the national team. Everything else makes no sense really.
But you have to put a defense there, and if
you'd like to have him be able to keep it out of the end zone or over to the sideline. He kicked it straight down the field, which is surprising. But the idea absolutely perfect because it's very hard to, like you say, you have to play defense. So either your safety goes back there, and that's not Max.
Exactly. So let's see what Broncos offense can do now. They had a pretty good drive until the fumble on the first drive they had.
Yeah, they were very successful.
Still 0-0 on the board. Motion and
first run around the
sweep.
outside. Here comes Max.
It's almost 9 yards, almost 10.
Ah, looks like they're giving him the first down.
Looks like they're giving a
First down.
very well executed. Also find a hole between two defensive players.
Nicely blocked also.
Yeah.
This is where it's key that your receivers can, somebody like Cindy who's a really good blocker down the field, really important to have. So still in that 4-3 defense that they're playing now.
Yeah.
Up, nice,
the blitz
nicely
very well
read,
wow.
very red.
Yeah.
Unbelievable read by Noah Bachhoven.
Perfect. Actually, old man down.
Oh boy, this doesn't look so good.
54
Looks
now.
like he's holding his left knee there.
It's Adam Istorczyk, defensive lineman.
Let's hope he just got a helmet on the knee and it didn't, and it's not something structural that's hurt.
Just a so-called tomato. Or a horse bite. Hopefully nothing serious.
Let's see if we can see something on the replay. Yeah, in the trenches, it's usually
Usually
anything can
accidents,
happen.
Like you trap over something, even if it's your own co-player, teammate. Like it's so messy there. That's why it's called the trenches, actually.
It looks like he's all right though.
Well,
It looks like he's hard to tell at this point, but he got up fairly quickly, I think.
I think he has already a brace on that knee, as far as I see.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
So hopefully nothing serious or nothing more damage than before. First down for the Broncos. We saw very well executed play from Noah Bachhofen, the running back.
So, first and 10 from their own 42-yard line. Broncos moving the ball again.
5 man up for the Eagles.
Oh, they got him offside. He
free
might as well go
play.
deep on that.
But he should have maybe
Yeah,
whistled
they
that play
definitely
down.
have to whistle that.
Because that was a free shot, and it's called unabated to the quarterback, so that can hurt. And you don't want to hurt your quarterback.
Usually.
It's 5-yard penalty, so Kamil Ruta was too fast there over the line.
Good snap count, though.
Yeah, hard count. An offside defense.
Yeah. And we're not hearing the ref, but that's okay. Oh, here we go.
And we saw the signs. So a lot of runs for the Broncos, like one pass that was overthrown till now.
Yeah,
but well, as long as you can run the ball and have like 1 or 2 dial downs to get to a new first down.
Yeah, I would keep doing it too. Bring them up into the box. Absolutely.
And you got to tire out the defense way more than the offense.
Yeah, they've got 6 guys on the line of scrimmage now in the box though. So I mean, they're
Robbins
still gonna run.
Trying to go by himself.
Yeah, I'm surprised that he's not play action in here at this point. You know, I mean, yeah, it's first down, but why wouldn't you play action?
No, it was actually it was first down and 5,
but I mean, with 6
actually they're on the wrong line now because
6 guys on the line of scrimmage. That's tough to run against.
They put the ball on the wrong spot actually, because there was a 5-yard penalty. Or there was a loss of down.
Yeah, there was a loss on that play right there. Yeah, I mean,
on me then.
So another five guys on the line of scrimmage. So they're definitely loading the box, and that safety
So
he's within. The safety's within. What happened? Timeout?
There was actually a false start from Adrian Sinderhoff, 28, the receiver on the downside here. He moved before the snap, but...
yeah, it's called the timeout. Probably, yeah, who knows?
Jeff Buffen wants to sort the offense, I think.
Yeah, I mean...
to talk to him.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you've got to take it if they're putting 5 guys on the line of scrimmage, and your best athlete is within 4 yards of the line of scrimmage. That's a safety. Then Kevin Sherman. Then I would take a shot. You know.
You have still left. You have Max Gray. You have 88 Louis Sagwe.
Yeah, Adrian Sunderhoff.
Adrian Sunderhoff, they all have hands and legs, so let them run.
Yep.
Ninja player is still down on the sideline, laying on a bench, but moving the leg, so hopefully he can return to the game.
He's getting up now. It looks like they're probably retaping him, getting that brace put back on there. It looks like he's putting all his weight on it, though, so that looks good, number 54 over there. Hope he's back soon.
Yes.
2nd and 7. Let's see what they do here. Are they going to keep trying to pound this ball, or are they going to? Yes, they are.
They do. Just time, no way to run.
Going backwards. So
again 4 yards, so we have 3rd and
almost
7
8
now, instead of 1st and 5 where the drive started.
Yeah, so and it
2.
looks like Jeff's just going to keep pounding the middle of that line. But I'm sure he's got a plan, as he usually does. 5 guys up again.
No pass to
there
the
we
side.
go. Beautiful
nice
pass.
Catch.
Perfect.
Perfect
Absolutely
spot.
perfect.
It's
It's absolutely perfectly run pattern and pass timing. You can't. It's almost impossible to stop because you've got to respect. Say
yeah, and it's kind of comeback route he runs.
And
so
and you got to respect his speed deep. You know, he's not a slow guy, so you got to give him somewhat of a cushion, even if you know he's probably going to that first down marker. You still got to.
But you rather give the first down than the touchdown.
So yeah.
That's how you make decisions as a DB in football.
Yeah, if you're wise. Yeah, and I don't. 35 for him, just size-wise, to be able to stay with Adrian Sunderhoff is going to be really difficult because he's much bigger.
He's open.
And the ball way overthrown. Not even close. Robin's not come out real sharp on the, especially not on the long ones, which actually is surprising. Robin's a guy who actually throws the deep ball much better than he does
the short ones.
Than the short intermediate routes.
Yeah.
Today it looks like it's the other way around, which if I'm a coach, I'm not sad about that, to be honest with you. I'd rather have him be able to throw those intermediate pass routes, especially if you start to look at, we haven't seen a single play action yet, which really surprises me because they're coming hard from the linebacker spot as soon as he puts the ball in the belly of Noah Bachhoven, because they've got to respect him coming through the middle. Back to a 4-2 and back to the run. Nicely following his blockers there, putting his head down. Look at him go.
And running to the 40 for like 7 yards again.
Nice run, Noah Bachhoven.
Great run. Also well blocked from number 90. Don't have him on the roster.
And really, really good patience, but for him to wait for that to open up.
He's trusting his blockers 100%. It's rare to see as a running back, actually.
Yeah.
But, well, it's one of the most, searched or one of the best skills you can have as a running back.
And the thing is, he knows when he needs to go full speed and hit the hole, and he knows when to slow up and read his block. So, I mean, and he's a young guy. He's really developed.
4 yards to go. Everybody in the box.
Oh, here we
Robbins going by himself. Well,
for
not enough.
Couple, a yard.
Maybe 1.
So that's 4th down.
It's 4th and 3.
Yeah, I think they were hoping that there was going to be more focus on Max on that speed sweep. So let's see what they're gonna. I mean anything other than who knows what he's gonna pull out. He's got plays for exactly these situations. Always ready. So I mean it's all about can you execute them or not. And
Max in the slot. We have Sagwe on tight end. So you have 2 possible short
they know
targets.
It's man coverage, so that gives Robin the heads up on what to
Max
do.
is open.
There he is.
Ooh.
Beautiful
Nice
out of the
Noah.
backfield. Beautiful play.
And also Max Gray was wide open through the middle. He had kind of short slant.
Yeah, but beautiful play hitting that running back out of the backfield. Up to this point right now, it's Noah Bachhoven as good as nose up as far as player of the game so far for the Broncos, for sure.
Player of the first quarter for sure.
Yeah, as we're winding down with almost 3 minutes left. Nice play on first down there.
Very well executed also from
down,
the blockers. So first down again.
Almost red zone time for the first time on either side.
Trips to the left, no receiver to the right, only tight end. Pass.
Whoops, yeah, he shouldn't have stepped up there. Shouldn't have stepped. There was a miscommunication between Matis and Noah, the running back.
Yeah, that should have picked him up.
Yep. There was definitely a miscommunication there.
These are the little mistakes, very young guys, especially in running backs. Like they do not struggle, but that's what they need to learn is also to block.
Absolutely,
it's hard.
And it shows you how multifaceted that position is. You know, I mean, you have to know how to hit a hole. You have to know how to read your blocks. You have to run pass routes, and you have to be able to pick up blitzes and help your offensive lineman block.
You need to understand football.
Yes,
to play
you do.
Back.
Absolutely. Another run up the middle by Noah Bachhoven. Oh, he's not going to get very far.
Almost on the line of scrimmage, maybe 1
yard.
30,
yeah, and I think this is too far out, even for the leg of the guy the kicker that they've got. I think
it's third down now, so they still got at least one possibility.
Yeah. They need. I would say for them to kick. I mean, David Weber. He's got a really big leg. But we're talking right now, 45-yard field goal. That's a tough one. It's a good distance.
May the Broncos try to let him jump again. On a hard count on the third down. Nope. Pass.
Oh, almost a pick. Almost a pick.
If he would have thrown that ball a little earlier.
Yeah, he waited
Max
too long.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think it wasn't Max, actually. It was number 16, I think. No.
They're going to try
it.
That
was number 12.
David Weber's coming out, so he's going to try that. He's standing at,
28, 45. Yeah, 46.
Yeah, 46-yard field goal.
48 actually. No,
42. 46. He's at the 36, so plus 10.
Exactly.
Let's see what he does. I mean, he usually hits the stuff. Good kick. He's got distance. He missed it left.
Yeah, he missed it. So still 0-0. Less than a minute ago for the first quarter.
And the snap wasn't perfect. It was high, so that screws up your timing there.
He still had enough air under the ball, but it was a little bit off.
Yeah, he pulled it to the left because he had to wait. It's usually what happens when he has to wait and hesitate. Then you end up over-rotating to that side over there if you're a right-footed kicker. So, well,
that's the game we wanted.
It's back and forth. It sure is. I mean, I don't think we're going to see a blowout on either side today. I think that's pretty sure at this point.
Not at all.
And any of the fans that were doubting that there was ever going to be a real game here at the stadium are now seeing, there is going to be one. And here comes that running back right up the middle, and he runs tough.
He's hard to tackle.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the guy tackling him feels it as much as he feels getting tackled by the looks of the way he runs. He's a Marshawn Lynch type runner. The goal is to put a hit on somebody every time you run.
So it's 2nd and 1.
Single back, double twins. Let's see what they do here.
You can risk a play on 2nd and short.
But they're going to run it.
They're going to run it.
Take that first down, and he's got all kinds of room. And he's good. Balance, speed, shifty.
And running all the way to the 40. Not to the 30. 42.
Yeah, it looks like that's the end of the first quarter. As soon as they set those change, time's going to run. That time will run out.
This time will run now, and
so that's the end of the first. They're not going to get off another play.
No. It's quarter.
So end of the first quarter, 0-0. We haven't seen that this season.
No, not for the Broncos.
Nope.
It's a challenging game for the Broncos. Actually, they're pretty both sides of the ball are neutralizing themselves.
Yes. Yep.
For now, so it needs one big play, and you're up 7 or 6 or 7.
Yeah, and that, in a game like this, where nobody's even been in the red zone on either side in the whole first quarter. Nobody's been inside the 20-yard line. So I think points are going to be rare today, somebody does end up being able to put up, I think probably two touchdowns may be enough to win the game today. 2 to 3 touchdowns.
And that missed field goal opportunity for the Broncos doesn't help either.
No, that's going to be huge. Any points that you can get.
So it's
now it makes it go thinking back. It makes that fumble more and more important too. I mean, 'cause they went down the field.
Drive.
I mean, it looks like they were not going to be stopped on that first drive. They had them going backwards.
And they have well adjusted,
yes.
the Warsaw Eagles, since then.
Another quick, nice timing right there on that pass.
The defensive pick there, receiver Filip Stefanovski. Got the first down for the Eagles. And now they're moving. Knocking on the 30.
Yep.
Now the stadium is getting pretty noisy.
Yeah, I guess it's that's the risk when you miss a field goal, right? So.
Well, yeah, you give them a good field
Great
position
field
usually.
Position.
And also very well executed offense here. Play action. Ooh, that was a
nice play right there by the DB.
Tackle, yes.
Beautiful play by that's Ola Garden, I think.
Patrick Grahn.
Yep.
Great play there, and he was kind of like blocked in the back before that, but still was able to make the tackle.
Yeah, fought through that block. Very nicely done. Very nicely done.
So, 2nd and 9. But also very well executed play action pass for the Eagles.
Yeah, he's got a super quick release as quarterback.
Yeah.
Unreal how fast he gets rid of the football. Trips for the first time today, I think, to the left-hand side.
There's
there's one guy, not enough out there because there's too many receivers for the number of DBs, which that explains why he just was able to run so far because they only had 2 guys out there to cover.
Also not sure he was set before the play actually started, so this was kind of a rough call to see because he was on the line prior and you can't have like too many men on the line.
Yeah.
That would have been a penalty. He was moving backwards and you were allowed to move backwards as a kind of motion, but not when you were on the line, so you have to be set before the play then. First down and first time in the red zone. We talked about it like a minute ago.
Yep. No sooner does the second quarter start than they're in the red zone and another running back, another play up the middle to the running back, and he's not being stopped. He goes to the house.
Wow, what a play.
Yep.
Very well executed, great blocking, also great reading of holes.
Yep.
Running lanes. So the first score here is for the opponents from Warsaw.
Yeah, I think this is the first time all year that the Broncos have been behind.
That has been a long time the Broncos has been behind.
Yeah, I think, yeah. You can tell the people here are like, what's going on?
Now we see how the Broncos recover.
Yeah. Now they have to react. Kick is good.
Kick looks good. Yes.
Yep.
So 7-0. So let's see what the Broncos have in return. See if they want to kick it to Max Gray again.
This time at least he's not looking into the sun, so that makes it a little bit easier for him.
We also have Simon Bear back there returning, but they start in the middle. That's what we like talked 2 games before.
Yeah.
On the last CFL game, actually. They got to put both in the middle and then spread out wherever the ball is kicked at.
Simple things, but they have big impact.
Exactly. The doctor's crew is coming back from the Warsaw bench, so it looks like 54 might be ready.
I saw him walking around before without a limp, so I think he's okay. Yeah, in a game like this, I mean, if there's any possible way to get back in the game, he's going to be back. So
especially as a starter,
yeah. Let's keep an eye out for him. Here we go, kickoff again. It's going to Max.
Same time to Max again.
Let's see what they do.
See how many lanes he has.
He's got a hole. He's got a hole. There we go. And this is going to be super important. And I mean, you could squib kick, you know, and you would screw up all the timing of any return. So let's see if they keep kicking to him.
But I mean,
hand time was perfect.
I'm hoping they don't have too many more kicks, because that would mean they're scoring a lot of touchdowns.
Exactly.
So let's hope maybe for the Broncos' point of view that's the last one today. But I have this funny feeling that the Broncos are going to have to score more than 1 or 2 touchdowns to win this game today.
54 is not in yet, as far as I saw, but yeah, we'll see. We'll keep you updated as soon as we see him, or you got to see him back in the game too.
So we go. They're back to that 5-man front that worked so well for them once they changed to it. So let's see what they do here. The Broncos are going to run up the middle.
Yeah, 3-yard gain.
Yeah, they're gonna. He's sticking to that game no matter what front they put up there. So let's.
Well, it makes your opponent playing that 5-man front, so you can sometime take advantage of it. Maybe. It's maybe the idea.
Like I said, I'm just surprised that they haven't seen any play action off of it. You know, because at this point the linebackers know they have to respect Noah, and they come hard. They've got one middle linebacker in the middle of the field. Everybody else is pretty outside.
Oh, he's just like tripped himself.
Yeah.
He would have had some space there.
It was a read, and he held on to that ball for a long time, though. Robin did as the quarterback. So Noah wanted to get going, couldn't, and then ended up being turned around trying to hold on to the football. That kind of made him lose his balance. Yeah, so another 3rd and 9.
Yeah.
They have to go back to throwing, but I'm surprised that they're not throwing on earlier downs, to be honest with you.
Yeah, at least like some short throws.
Yep. I mean, because the one that he threw was perfect. You know, I mean, here it is, perfect.
Great play,
nice.
Max. Great.
Yeah, I mean, you could do this all day long. Why
exactly.
not?
Why you cannot cover him man by man?
You know, not on either side.
No.
You know, I would keep doing that. You know, but I mean, as long as it's working, who am I to criticize? But I mean, 3rd and 9. I don't know if you want to be in 3rd and 9 every single 4 downs. Let's see what they do here. They're back to 4 men. Oh, that's an offsides. Go deep. Yep,
no
he
flag.
saw it.
There was no flag, and there's a DPI. Yeah, the flag is coming. There's a defensive pass interference.
Yeah. And it should have been offside.
Yeah, it should have been offside.
Come on. I mean, the guy was falling into the neutral zone.
There was no flag on both sides.
That's
but the
amazing.
DPI was pretty obvious, actually.
Yeah.
So this might be a 15-yard penalty.
Yep.
Go all the way to the 25-yard line then. So the Broncos are knocking on the red zone for the first time too.
Yeah. And, at some point they're going to have to think about giving Max a playoff here or there, because I don't think he's going to be able to do this for 4 quarters. Going both ways.
He didn't have to. Yes, he saw the defensive pass interference, 15-yard penalty. It's not like in the NFL where it's a spot foul, so.
But it's still a good chunk of yardage. And
still a little surprised that they didn't got the offside flag.
No, I'm very surprised, because for sure he was offside. But I mean, it's a good thing
now.
too.
He's put 1-on-1 with number 2.
Yeah.
Wojciech Simka.
Nice run. Beautiful run again by Noah. Yeah, and it looks like I think Amel would probably get more snaps, but that one fumble, he's going to let him think about that for a while, I think.
Yeah, Noah's doing a hell of a job.
Yes, he is. Absolutely. I would not change at this point, for sure. Just
the only missed play he had was like the miscommunication with his left tackle, Andrew Mathis.
Yeah.
On blocking, but 6-man on the line again.
And they're running. Oh, but a beautiful.
Wow, what a read.
Wow, he stepped out, unfortunately.
He stepped out of bounds, yeah.
But nice read again by Noah Bachhoven. Turns on the Jets and gets outside.
Also avoided the tackle from Kevin Sherman, number 5 for the Warsaw Eagles.
1st and goal from the 5-yard line.
This should be possible to punch that ball in. Let's see what package the Broncos are.
And I mean, if they do punch it in, a absolutely perfect answer to the touchdown.
Exactly.
It's exactly what they needed.
It's not in yet, so
Max alone on that that side there.
Receiver on the left.
And they're going to run. Nah, he's going
like
the
2 yards.
other way. Yeah, she's not giving him any yards.
Okay.
So that's 0 right there. 2nd and goal from the 5.
Yeah, they might want to test how aggressive they're coming for the run. So then you can go with a play action, because like if 7 guys are crushing forward from the defense, you have only 4 to cover them.
Yeah, yeah. I always like to run play action on 1st down, to be honest, because nobody expects you to do it. Everybody, I mean, that's just like in the DNA of a defensive player. Here we go, and he's not getting anywhere. Nice.
Should have gone outside maybe this time. There was enough space and speed.
Not great blocking.
Also not the best read ever.
No. Yeah, and
well, well, on the field it all looks
for sure. I'm just really surprised that there's still not been a single play action pass.
And a 3rd and goal now from the 7-yard line.
I mean, there's no easier way to get the linebackers out of the way than to have them running into nowhere. So let's see what they.
So the Broncos taking a timeout.
Oh yeah, timeout.
There's some miscommunication.
Yeah, it's a good call though. I mean, you get 6 minutes. What do you want to do? Take them to halftime? I mean, that's a great idea. If you're gonna take one, take it here, because you don't want to screw up 3rd and goal from the 5.
Nope. Not at all. And you don't want to kick a field goal if you get that far and get a 1st and goal from the 5-yard line. So you want to get that 6 points.
Yeah.
Second team timeout for the Calanda Broncos taken.
They've got 1 left, and their opponents, Warsaw, still has all 3. So coming down the stretch, is that 40? I think Tiziano.
No, Tiziano's injured actually. He's there with the crutches.
Oh yeah. What did he do?
Something in a burn game too. Last game Broncos had. Might be a leg injury when he's on crutches, but
I would assume, yeah.
He most likely did not broke his arm.
No, I don't think so. All right, coming back on the field. Let's see what kind of play call is Jeff Buffman up his sleeve this time.
See regular personal.
There's trips to the left-hand side this time.
Left, Cinderhoff, Fabio Stuccator, number 12, Max Gray, number 3. We have Luis Sagwe, tight end, on the right side, right at the line, at the offensive line, and we have Noah Bachhofen in the backfield.
Looks like it's definitely a
A
pass.
lot of pressure,
Looking for someone. Didn't get the ball off right, unfortunately.
There was a lot of pressure. So the Broncos have to go with the field goal now.
Would have liked to see him stand in for a second more. Yeah, you're going to take a hit, but it's worth it on a touchdown.
And he still got hit.
And you're getting hit anyway, so you might as well, because it hurts a
that
hell of a
split
lot
longer.
less when you score 6 points.
Exactly.
So let's see. I think this distance is, if everything with the snap and the hold goes well, then this is money, usually from this distance, extra point.
That's
good. There it is. So there's the first 3 points for the Broncos today.
Broncos on the board too. Don't forget the Eagles get the ball after halftime, so the Broncos had the first possession of that game.
Yep.
So that means there is some work to do.
Yeah, and trading field goals for touchdowns, you can only do that maybe once, and after that, you're too far behind.
It's pretty important for the Broncos defense now to have a stop.
Yeah, and then the 2 guys, I mean, the quarterback and number 20, those 2 guys, they have to stop.
They're playing the hell of a game.
Really good, and their line is huge. So getting pressure on the quarterback is hard, but they're going to have to find a way to do it.
Maybe they put Andrew Blackett with some kind of defensive end on a 3-man front, and then adding a forward linebacker on the line, or we'll see. What we know is they need some more pressure. So first kickoff for the Broncos, actually. He usually kicks it out of bounds. Well, not out of bounds, but
pretty deep. And they, based on where they're standing, they didn't look at a lot of film because they're up pretty far. Although he's standing perfectly.
He's kicking it to Jakub Mazan, number 0.
Oh, and he's a big boy.
He's a big boy, and he has
nice
wheels.
tackle right there, though.
Great tackle there. There's a Matano, no.
Got it out to the 40-yard line, though.
Giesler. But made it to the 40 almost.
So that's basically where the Broncos were going this direction right off the bat at the beginning of the game. So let's see what
the Eagles.
What Coach Alonso's defense is made for changes, if any, or if they can. They definitely have to work on containing that number 20, and they just have to hang on to him. They don't. You don't have to hit him hard, but the first guy there just has to make sure he's hanging on to him. 4-man front again, no blitz, run again.
Run hole, but they're stopped, but still 4-yard gain.
Yeah. Yeah, this is for. I mean, this is where you definitely are going to notice the undersized defensive line that the Broncos have. This is probably their, as far if you ask me, their biggest Achilles heel on this team is that interior of the defense. If the offense starts to, with a lead, wants to pound the ball up the middle, it's going to be difficult to stop for them. Here, pass.
Pass.
He's looking for, yeah, he's looking for a flag, doesn't get one.
Didn't know what he was asking for.
That's
but
Alexander Dada wanted that hold, but I didn't see one. There was, I mean, off the line within the first 5 yards, you're allowed a little bit of contact.
Actually, you're allowed to contact as long as you're before the defender and the ball is not thrown. So.
Yeah, I think the hand fighting though is something they're not going to call within the line of scrimmage. After that, they start looking at it, but he looked like he was looking for a flag off the line of scrimmage, probably a hold or something.
3rd and 5.
No, it looks like they're false start on the offense. So it makes it 3rd and 10. That helps the Broncos huge. Yeah. It's another big mistake for Warsaw here.
But there was also a chase from 92, I think it's Ila Tempini, exactly, from the Calanda Broncos that had the rolling out quarterback in contain.
That time, yep.
But I'm not sure he would be mobile and agile enough to catch him.
That's a different question altogether. But I mean,
at least he was there.
First things first, make him go back to the other direction, yeah. Yeah, because Tobias Sen was breaking through on the other side, so they had some pressure that time. Trips again to the left-hand side. This time they've got enough guys over there, so let's see. Oh, they got nice pressure coming up.
But he's coming out.
Oh,
nice tackle.
Nicely done.
Very well read from Tobias Sen, number 40,
done.
And I think it was again Elio Tempini, number 92.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. That they did the perfect read. The quarterback is coming there and made the tackle. So it's 4th and 10. There's a punt.
First punt of the game.
First punt of the game for the Washington. Well, the first design punt.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So the quick kick or the punt, I guess, two different things. But this is definitely a first time Max Gray has been punt returning. Let's say that.
Well, at least he will. He wants to try if they kick the ball somewhere close him. Kick it to the sideline.
Yeah, they're kicking away from.
Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah, and it's a nice kick.
And it's really nice kick. Ball
went out.
They went out on the 18-yard line.
Yeah.
18,
Good, nice, beautiful
very
punt.
Well punt.
Beautiful punt.
So now the Broncos with not the first stop, but with a very important stop after they got the touchdown. They scored a field goal. Now they got the stop, so they got another opportunity on offense.
Yeah, with 4:39, it's actually perfect timing. If you can go down and score a touchdown here
and go like 4 minutes off the clock.
Yeah. I mean, then you're stealing a drive from them, and you're putting points on the board. I mean, even if you don't get all the way down there and you can get 3, you pull it within one point, it's still huge. And you're going in with momentum into halftime.
To the second half, exactly. So let's see what the Broncos try. Two receiver right, one left, run through the middle. Very well.
And he's and he's almost gone. He just barely got him. Oh, one guy to beat, and a guy got him.
23, Przemysław Ocimek.
Yeah, Ocimek.
Hard to pronounce, but well, he was aware enough to catch Noah Bachhofen there, but perfect blocking all over the field to make this happen. So that was a 22-yard run for Noah Bachhofen. Still man of the game.
That's absolutely.
Like at least of the Broncos.
Of the first half, for sure,
Yeah, at least on the side of the red shirts.
And they're going to give it to him again. You might as well ride that out. He's
got
another beautiful read
tackle.
up.
Get that reach and get the 5 yards.
Yeah, and they've got time. You know, they can run the ball. I mean, they only have one timeout left, which may be a factor at some point. But if they can keep moving, then they'll be okay. If the play calls come in fast enough, they should be fine with this much time.
Yeah, and they want to drain down the clock as much as they can. So the Warsaw Eagles still have 3 timeouts left. They can stop the clock under 2 minutes. It most likely won't stop because we have a visible stadium clock.
Yeah.
I'm not sure the CFL rule, like the EFF rule, applies to CFL2 on that side. But
here we go with pass. Nice.
Well, to Max Gray.
Yeah, very nice. First down, stops the clock.
On the 46-yard line, not the 54.
No. And the they're fair players. Again, number 23. Good athlete on the side of Warsaw for sure.
He's also limping a little already. He was in the first quarter already a little bit.
Prozova. Oh no, that was the one that you said. It was Primislav Ocimek. For his size, super fast. I mean, if he's running with Max Gray at his size, then quite the athlete. Now the run up the middle, he decides to try to bounce it. Oh, that's going to be tough, but he gets back to the line of scrimmage at least by breaking a couple of tackles back there.
Problem is, were lucky twice to not get a face mask call because they just like let the hand open then, so it wasn't really a grab into the face mask.
And now it's a question of starts with clock management from here on out. At less than 3 minutes, you have to start watching where you are. And if you can get out of bounds, you need to get out of bounds. And they're taking forever to get their personnel on the field. I mean, this is...
well, I'm pretty sure they don't want to score too fast, too early.
We're talking half a field. I don't think they're going that fast. I would be worried about not having enough time than too much time at this point. He's covered on the line, but nice, beautiful, beautiful. Open. Oh my goodness! So much for not scoring quickly. Wow.
But now it's 2 minutes left.
They were all over that sprint out to the right-hand side and completely forgot about Adrian Sunderhoff.
And a perfectly thrown ball by Max Gray.
Absolutely, on the run.
Max has some quarterback skills.
Yes, he does, but we've seen that before.
We have seen that, but he's getting better day by day.
Absolutely.
I'm pretty sure they got to practice that a lot of time. And perfectly executed, actually.
I mean,
but you already saw how he was running, that he got to be throwing the ball, but it's too late to react then as a DB. Yeah, even the American safety stepped forward like 2 or 3 steps before
I mean, you have to. It's Max getting the ball, you know. So, I mean, the guy that needs to be staying with his guy is that corner, and he just dropped coverage immediately. So there's that touchdown we talked about, possibly going into the halftime with a lead now instead of being down.
Maybe, but there's still a little more than 2 minutes left, and also 3 timeouts on the side of the Warsaw Eagles.
Yes, they do.
That thing for the Broncos could happen if they could get a turnover again on the Eagles. The best for the Eagles would be a touchdown for sure. Yeah, that's what the Broncos need, and maybe also the crowd is now fired up.
Yeah, for sure. It's like I think they were shell shocked a little bit, to be honest with you. It's like
it's a gaming cool.
It's like, what is going on? We've never been behind before. What is this?
Well, what's that number on the right side of the scoreboard? I only have zeros all season. Not zeros.
Yeah, and I'm honestly wondering for both teams, to be honest. I mean, you know, you have a 45-man roster pretty much on both sides of the ball, but how many of the guys are really on the field all the time? And what does that mean in this heat going into 4 quarters?
And it's humid too. There's not a lot of wind.
I am pretty sure you're gonna see some cramping down the stretch from the one or the other player that has not been used to going this distance, at least not on the side of the Broncos.
So let's see what kind of kick the Broncos try. If he tries to go for a touchback, yes.
Nice, there we go. Beautiful kick.
Yeah,
yes.
perfect.
That is absolutely perfectly done.
So the ball will be placed on the 30-yard line then. 25 actually.
That's such a weapon at this level of football. I mean, come on. This is a 1-to-1 size field, which you almost have none of on natural grass in Europe anywhere. and he's putting it out of the end zone.
Yeah, he's putting it like almost through the end
Yeah,
zone.
it's beautiful. Absolutely perfect. So it's a long field now with 2 minutes and 14 seconds.
Exactly what the Broncos wanted. And
Now they just have to take care of that running back.
Three-man front.
Oh,
quick
another
throw,
drop. Another drop.
Yeah, the ball
and he
was
had
thrown
space.
a little
space.
low, maybe.
Yeah, but it hit him in the hands.
Yeah,
Come on.
Philip Stefanowski.
Speaking as an ex-receiver, that's a ball you have to catch. There is no question whatsoever.
Speaking as a lineman, there is no ball you have to
No,
catch.
not for you guys.
Unless it's put on your numbers.
But that's the second drop today that was a ball that was more than just catchable.
So 2nd and 10.
Only good thing for them is it stopped the clock. So
Broncos are playing a three-man front now. Sending
they're
Andrew Blackwell over the edge.
Here he comes.
Oh, there's a catch.
Nice catch.
Yeah, very well catched.
Yeah, and a long ball up the middle of the field. It's going to stop the clock for a minute until
the chain is set.
Yeah, 2 minutes with 3 timeouts, and they haven't used one yet. It's a long time. So
exactly.
I'm wondering how long we're going to see Max. Oh, here's another blitz. No, they're calling illegal motion. False start.
They go to the 2-minute warning.
Oh, they did. Yeah.
Okay, so there is a 2-minute warning.
So there's a stop.
So we know it now. They're on CFL rules. There is a 2-minute warning, even if you have a visible stadium clock.
I think it's a good thing.
Well,
why not have a 2-minute warning?
Yeah, and it's an extra timeout.
That's true.
Can be an advantage for either side.
For right now, it's for Warsaw.
Yeah, exactly. So there's still 3 left.
But who knows in the second half?
We'll see. Well, you never know.
You never know. I'm just super happy that we're almost at halftime. Not that we're almost already at halftime, but that we're in a game almost at halftime, because usually we were looking for things to talk about going into halftime
exactly.
on a lot of the games that we've done so far, you know. And now, I mean, this is exactly what everybody came here for today. Absolutely perfect football weather, just gorgeous being here, perfect field, all the conditions are absolutely perfect, and a great game on top.
And also the stands here, they haven't been that packed, I think, this season in the new stadium here in Chur.
No, definitely. I think this is the first time I've seen this house so full, which is nice to see. I mean, this is why they built this place, right?
Exactly.
Also nice for the city to see.
The stadium is worth building it that big.
Yes,
exactly.
we invested correctly. I mean, these are pictures you can put in a newspaper, and everybody that's looking at it is going to say, "Oh yeah, look, this is what we did."
Broncos with a 3-man front, showing 2 blitz, only getting one.
Oh, and a draw, and a beautifully played draw play by the defense.
Christopher, and I think it was number 40 Tobias Sen on that tackle. Huge tackle for loss. Clock is running. 5 yards of loss.
I'm surprised they're not taking a timeout. They've got 3 of them. Why would you not take a timeout after that? They're taking
twins going for pass.
And more pressure. Nice. Here comes somebody up the other side.
And he's going out of bounds. Yes. Number 81 that had the first down catch before. It's Kornel Witkowski. Wide receiver number 81. So clock stopping, but 1:29 actually.
Still 3 timeouts.
Still 3 timeouts.
Yeah.
3rd and 7.
They probably didn't take a timeout because they want to get the first down.
First make it sure that
get over the 50-yard line, so you're not leaving the Broncos anytime. Maybe not a stupid idea by the coach.
Because the Broncos still have 1 timeout actually.
Yes, they do. More pressure and a first down.
And a first down, yeah.
No, again, 81. They're looking for him a lot.
Yeah, they're giving him.
Yeah, he had 4.
Yeah. Well, he moved by himself a little backwards, but they're still giving it for the first down. So
that's a fair call. Good spot.
So clock stopping again. 1:17, and now they get a stop.
At this point, you'll probably start seeing them taking their timeouts. And I have this funny feeling we may see at some point another. Why do they start the clock? Guess they just stopped the clock because of the first down, not because he was. Oh, that was beautiful! Nice play right there by. Oh, that was excellent, and it's Tetamanti. It's Lucha Tetamanti.
He's bringing the ball back to the 35-yard line.
What you were talking about. Here's that's their turnover, and that was Andrew Blackett to get his hand up in the passing lane, and Lucho perfectly ready to take that ball and go. Absolutely perfect. There's that tip ball drill where you're always asking yourself, do we actually have to do this all the time, Coach? Now you know.
That's why.
Now you know why you're doing the tip drill in practice.
So now the Broncos have almost a minute left. 1 timeout only. So we might not see a lot of inside runs anymore.
I don't think so. And you know what?
But, well, you know Jeff Buffin. He got to send you through the middle for 17 yards, taking a timeout, and then go for the field goal.
And I'm saying if they can get 7 to 10 yards, they're definitely easily within field goal range for him, and that will put him up by almost 2 touchdowns.
Flips to the left.
By a touchdown, I mean.
Got Stucador, Cinderhalf, Gray, and also Sagre and Titan on the right side. So it's a pass.
And he found Max. Wow. He found Max. There he is.
But he stayed in bounds.
That's okay. It stops the clock because it's a first down.
Yeah, so he can still, like, if they move fast enough. And there's a flag back there.
Was that roughing?
Holding, or was there roughing, maybe?
It's got to be one or the other.
It's way back there, so holding flag should not be that far back.
Because usually he throws it at where it happened, so that could be 15 on top.
So like half a distance then, but yeah. And it also stops the clock.
We're going to see right now if it's that roughing. No.
Roughing the passer, yeah.
That's intentional grounding what he just did, though, but that's okay.
Yeah, well, it's almost the same.
But that's all right. I mean, I'm glad that it wasn't the ball was caught, because then I know it's definitely not intentional grounding. Yeah.
So the Broncos are now in like first and goal on the almost 10-yard line, 9-yard line. 50 seconds to go, 1 timeout.
Wow, you couldn't be in a better situation, I think, to be honest with you. I mean, we were talking about maybe a field goal. Now it's off. Now it's possibly a touchdown. There it is. No, he didn't hang on to it. And it wasn't perfectly thrown. Had he let him more, it was a touchdown. He had to slow down for it, and the other guy got his hand in there. Oh, that's too bad. It's just not it's not a well-thrown ball by Robin Sendrich, who's definitely not having his best day of his career today. But hey, he's young. He's got nerves, and he was hurt
a couple downs left.
Hurt a lot of the season so far. But I know Robin from years, and so I know he's hard enough on himself that nobody's going to have to tell him he needs to pick up his game. He knows.
Deep to Max,
again to Max, way too deep.
There's another big pressure on Robin, actually.
What's it? 3rd down now. 3rd and goal.
Now a 3rd. Well, run through the middle. Clock it down to 1 second and take the field goal. And if the middle works, it works.
Maybe. Or maybe Jeff's got another.
Like, they still have 3 timeouts left, so you don't want to give 30 seconds to a team with 30 seconds left.
Yeah.
That is behind.
Yeah.
So I would run the ball now. And I'm pretty sure the Eagles would take a timeout then, because they want to get back the ball if the Broncos do not make the touchdown.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh, they're passing. It's a screen
it's
pass, and they're looking for Noah, and he's not going to get it. It's 4th, though, at the 4-yard line, maybe.
No, it's a set to 6.
6.
There's an injured player, like number 2 is down.
And that.
Wojciech Simka, cornerback. Doctor's already there. He got like rolled by Michel Derons, I think.
So 4th and goal from the 6-yard line. What do they do?
Well, try to let him jump to make it 4 and 3 and then kick it.
I would say.
Well, 3 yards. Can you punch in the ball with 3 yards? You're in a lead, but you know your opponent's getting the ball back at the after halftime.
Yeah, tough call. I mean, I think your defense has kind of figured things out. I don't know if I would probably take the points here, but
I would try to let them jump for sure.
Yep.
And if they jump, you got that free play.
Yeah, and you've got a timeout. But they're kicking the field goal now, so.
Yeah, it looks like field goal time is out. Yeah. No, it looks like it is the field goal.
Yeah, no horsing around. He just wants the points. And
yeah, it's a 6-point lead then.
Yeah. Which, I mean, then even if they score a touchdown, you're within a field goal of still winning the game.
Nicely kicked.
And that is good.
Yep.
Nice. No, he missed it to the raw. He missed it to the left.
Okay. Didn't look
wow, that's all that for nothing.
Whew.
Wow. Okay. This.
So this
Yeah,
is the
so
second
there's-
field goal. By the way, the first one was quite long, but the snap ball was again a little high.
Yeah. Yeah, the snapping has not been good today. I don't know if they have a new long snapper, but that's a lot of work for
They might let him know he
nothing.
only needs to snaps. He cannot be attacked, so he doesn't have to fear
No.
the opponents.
Oh, that's demoralizing, and that definitely gives Warsaw
Some momentum.
momentum going into halftime.
And like still they have 26 seconds. They're starting on their own 20. They have 3 timeouts left, so 2 completions, you're in field goal range.
Yeah, why not try it?
Yeah, well,
I mean,
go for
even
it.
even a PI is going to get you
It's
down the
15
field,
yards,
you know.
exactly.
So. But they're going to run it first and see what the. Yeah, and with number 20, you never know what's going to happen. Break a couple of tackles.
So Andrew Blackett is struggling to tackle him right at the contact. So
But he got him to the ground.
still dragged
So
like
15
3 yards.
seconds and a timeout.
They took the timeout, yeah.
Yep.
So let's see. I'm pretty sure the Eagles want to go somewhere around field goal range.
Oh, they get a ways to go for that. 15 seconds, yeah. That's
Like 2 plays and then, yeah.
That's
That's a tough one. Well, but the Broncos haven't been like tested deep today.
Nope, they haven't. But
that's-
it's even an ask for Mahomes, I think, 15 seconds. And what do they got, 75 yards? Yeah, 74.
That's okay.
Yeah, right? Easy.
Just throw, catch, and run.
Yeah, I mean, a big play for sure will get you to the end
Yeah.
zone. But I think that the DBs should know that they're not playing anywhere up near the line of scrimmage at this point.
Yeah, and as I said, they haven't been tested deep yet.
Nope.
This is usually not the Broncos' like best part of the defense to cover deep passes. But with the starting unit,
Here they come, and
yeah,
they are
and
going
go
deep.
And there's a catch.
And there's a nice hit too.
Nice hit. He's on the 48 now, and they still have 8 seconds.
Yeah. So yeah, I would say probably you've got time for
They go for
2?
one out of play.
a mediocre, a middle
Like,
range
yeah,
pass.
like
Immediately go
15
down.
yards pass.
Immediately go down and take a timeout. Yeah, but yeah,
It's hard, but it's still
it's possible. It's
still
possible.
possible.
For sure. Looks like the Broncos are taking a timeout.
Yeah, they still have one.
Yeah.
They want to give some air and water to their defensive unit. And Coach Espinoza is putting his defense together.
I'm surprised that Warshaw's coach is not out for. Yeah, now he's coming out.
Well, they know what they want to do, most likely.
Yeah, but I mean, this gives you time, to talk about stuff. So
Exactly. So the Broncos will most likely try to avoid the very deep pass. So they maybe give up the middle range passes. You still got to be aware. You still got one missed tackle and the guy's free and gone.
yeah,
So it's 1st and 10, 8 seconds.
yeah, I would be super surprised if he's not. Well, he's dropping Andre Black. He's
Three-man
not
rush.
bringing him. Okay.
Yeah.
And there's already some pressure, more pressure. And
Deep
here's
ball.
the deep ball. Up in the air. Yeah, beautiful play.
Yeah,
nice play on the ball.
All eyes and hands on the ball.
And that's halftime.
Looks like that's it for the half.
Yeah. Well, so we've got what we wanted, what we came for.
We
We've
have
got
a game.
Absolutely great game at 10-7. Oh, yeah, it's halftime.
Yes, it's halftime officially.
10-7 game. Broncos leading Warsaw into halftime.
Got to be back in a few.
Yes, we will.
Perfect.
Enjoy
Thank you
your
very much.
halftime.
Enjoy.
Get some snacks and beer.
Wash over me, let me fall from my surroundings. Take over me, forever rushing in, falling for a moment. Oh, this could be my last chance. Sail on with me, here we know we're safe from crashing. Talk to me from amongst the air, your heart is breathing, falling for a moment. Oh, this could be my last chance. Be the grip of your arms, far from where I see the other side. Show me where to go. Oh, this could be my last chance. See around me, there's no telling what you'll find here. Buried underneath, you're looking further in the storms. Lies all fading. Oh, this could be my last chance. In the grip of your arms, far from where I see the other side. Show me where to go. Oh, this could be my last chance. So I run to the grip of your arms, far from where I roam. I wanna see the other side.
Welcome back to the second half of this very entertaining football game. Everybody, including us, obviously, super excited to see what happens now going into the third quarter. Sun has gone down, so that's not an issue anymore for either team. And the Broncos kicking off in the second half to Warsaw. Let's see what happens. We're excited.
Looks like they got to take the long kick again through the end zone. Warsaw's putting back their return. It's pretty deep. And
nice
yes,
kick, yeah.
that ball
Another
is
really nice kick, and he's going to take it.
Catched, and he's going to take it.
He's going to take it. I don't know if that was a good decision.
Well, it
yes,
is.
it is.
And he's physical. He's big.
Yeah, that's too bad that they. Yeah,
I mean, Andrew Blackett to bring him down.
That's unfortunate. You have a kicker that can put the ball 8 yards into the end zone, and you're still returning it to the 50-yard line, exactly to the 50-yard line.
Yeah, because you're expecting that they just like do not take the ball, and
Yeah.
you're not running full speed then, and
Yeah.
like not, avoiding these blocks properly. So this is what happens.
And
now.
I think honestly, this is one of the symptoms that you see when you don't have teams playing against you during the season.
Exactly.
And so you're jogging down, and now all of a sudden it's a different ball game.
Run.
And they've got
New running
Sherman
back.
in.
Yes.
They've got the DB Sherman in.
And I also saw number 12, Jan Wawrczyk. I think he's the backup QB. He is actually here on the stands as a coach.
Okay.
Like on the left side of us.
But now they've got Kevin Sherman. It's not like 20 is not good. Now they've got Kevin Sherman also running the football in the offense.
So they have 2 American runners now.
They have
Hopefully there is nothing happen with number 20 in the halftime break or before halftime, because I don't see him on the sideline.
I do.
Well,
I
he
see
is
him.
there.
He's
Yeah.
right by the coach. He's ready to come in. But they're running number 5,
Yes,
and they're
and he run on his own man.
But they're moving that line of scrimmage down the field 5 yards every single time. And I don't know why in the world that the Broncos are playing a 3-man front.
Yeah, because they played a 4-man front for like most of the game.
Yes, they did. Now they're
And
playing
then
a
switched to
3-man
3.
front, and now they're getting killed at the offensive line of scrimmage. I mean, that the line of scrimmage is being moved 5 yards before
Easily.
the
Yeah.
running back ever
It's
gets
the
there.
line of scrimmage, exactly.
20's back in, and I'm pretty sure he's going to see the football. Nope, they're throwing.
Short pass to
Oh,
Sana.
nice, very nice catch.
Nice catch.
Very nice catch.
Christoph Nozov,
Number 10.
number 10, for an 8-yard gain.
Oh, they're moving the ball quickly
Yeah.
now coming out of halftime.
Eagles coming out.
They mean business.
They don't want to go home with a loss, of course.
Yeah, and this is the first time Coach Alonso and his defense has really been challenged all season long, let's be honest. Again, a 3-man front. If I was the Eagles with that huge offensive line, I'd be running. You just changed the call, audible, and it looks like he's running to the left-hand side, I would say, based on what the quarterback just did.
2 blitz.
Yep, there he goes.
Run.
Oh, yeah, look at that. And
Yeah,
that's an
that's a good
easy
run.
10. Oh, it's a hold. Looks like a hold to call.
Might be on the right guard as far as I saw.
Yeah.
Because there was a grab.
Also, he's the defensive tackle, number 92, is showing that it was a hold. So Elio Tempini was also helping the ref.
It was kind of like a stretch blocking from the offensive line, so it's hard to reach a defensive end actually, and you end up holding pretty quickly, and it's like on the point of attack.
It's
That's
not
why they
if you
call
hold,
it.
it's how long you hold.
Yeah, well.
And you held too long.
Yeah,
Obviously.
and getting around the defensive end as a guard or a tackle is kind of hard.
Yep.
So
And
this
Tempini's
happens.
an athlete, so.
Yeah.
So they moved him back. 2nd and 12 now. It will be, I would say, the story of the game for Warsaw. Oh, nice. Pressure
Tobias
coming up
Sen
early.
is getting his
and he has
offensive
to throw that
lineman.
away. Beautiful. Beautiful.
He
beautiful
pancaked
pressure.
his offensive
Yeah,
lineman
and-
as a linebacker.
Yeah.
Tobias Sen, number 40. So he put his lineman, like his defensive lineman, on his own ass. That's what usually happens when offensive linemen block linebackers.
Yes.
And not the opposite.
Exactly. I think he was surprised that he came full speed just right over him instead of trying to go around him.
And he did it with force.
So 3rd and 12. Yes. So it's interesting. It gives, like I said before, I think the storyline for Warsaw, if they end up losing the game, will be penalties at critical times.
Fritz to the left on
happened
this.
a few times already this game. Quick screen. Oh, it's going to be a sack.
That's a sack.
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
And a nice grab here
Beautiful
from
Senkar.
Felix Senkar.
Which makes it 4th and a mile, so you can be pretty sure they're... yeah, it's a
punt,
regular formation coming in for punt, yeah.
It's 4th and like
Nobody's
17.
buying a quick kick here, I think.
And it's from almost the 50-yard line, so, well, you don't risk that.
Yeah.
Because you're going to end up getting the ball to your opponent on a very good field position. Max Gray back there for a possible return.
I'm pretty sure it's going, and he's assuming it
sideline
right now.
again,
He's
yeah.
already going
Oh,
over there.
bad snap.
Bad snap, and it's
Andrew
going to,
Blackett,
he's going to
but
be
he
able
still
to
get the balls
yeah.
off high, but getting out off the sideline, well, but still at the 30-yard line, so
Yep.
not that bad, but also not that good.
Andre Blackett's not happy with himself for not being
Yeah.
able to get that. He shot by him, but obviously he needed to get there for the block, and he just barely went by the punter.
Yeah, and also risking like roughing the kicker call on that time.
Yeah, but he's tired. I mean, we're talking first drive of the 3rd quarter. This is like I said, new
for everybody.
them. Yeah.
Almost everybody.
Yep.
There hasn't been a lot of players playing 4 quarters of football this season for the Broncos.
No, for sure. There's not have been.
Nice hit, but there's a flag holding.
It's
might
gotta
be
be holding.
Yeah.
But another absolutely awesome explosive run by Noah Bachhoven through the
12
middle.
yards, but this will be called back. So holding on the offense is
Yep, holding. First down again.
First
Repeat
down.
first down. So it'll be first in
20.
20. Yeah. It's usually a spot foul though. No.
no, it's a 10-yard. 10-yard if it happens behind the line of scrimmage, and 10-yard when it happens before over the line of scrimmage.
Okay. Yeah,
And
10 yards from
10
that
yard-
spot. No.
No, from the spot if it's over the line of
Right.
scrimmage.
So
but if it's behind the line of scrimmage,
where
then
he
it's
threw
10
the
yards
flag,
from the
though,
line of scrimmage.
Because I'm pretty sure the offensive line's not going backwards to block on a run. So
But it's also like 12 yards now.
yeah, that makes no sense to me. But that's okay. Not everything the zebras down here do has to make sense to me.
So run for almost no gain. Coming up second and something.
But have to say, they see almost everything that's going on tonight. I have to give them a compliment. To be honest, they've called a good game so far tonight. Evenly called game, and the penalties that have been called were penalties.
Yeah, well, on both sides of the ball, as you said. So
Yep.
there was a pretty the defensive pass interference against Max Gray in the second quarter.
Yeah, the only
Oh,
one.
wow.
Oh, another beautiful
He's
jump
still
cut.
on his way.
Yeah, I'm surprised though. 2nd and a mile, and
Yeah,
he's running
go
up the
for it.
middle. So, yeah. But yeah, I think that they haven't missed much tonight, which is nice to see. When I mean, especially in a game like this where the two teams are battling toe to toe, and it's an even game, and any mistake could change the game. I think it's nice when the 3rd team on the field, our Zebras, are also playing a good game. I think it's nice to see. Nothing to be taken granted, that's for sure. And it's going to be a pass. Oh, he's rolling. He's found. Oh, that was close. And there's a flag in the defensive backfield. I don't know if there's a defensive hold right there.
Might be a defensive hold prior to the pass, so there's a 5-yard and automatic
first down. Oh no, they must be calling it a push off, because 23 is saying it's against the offense. Down there, it's got to be a push off. What else could it be?
Well, if the ball wasn't thrown, there is no push-off from either side of the ball.
Well, the ball wasn't in the air when he threw the
Yeah.
flag, so I have no idea what's
So
holding.
there must be a defense.
Oh, yeah, holding defense.
Okay, that's a 5-yard automatic.
Oh,
push-off.
that's a huge
That's a
present.
costly.
Huge present.
Yeah,
This is back to what I was
that
saying
was,
before.
that's way more than 5 yards that the referee stepped on the sideline,
Yeah.
because it was like 3rd and
yeah, and I know it's
13.
first down though.
Yeah, but it's 5-yard
Yeah,
penalty.
I agree.
And an automatic first down. Okay, but it's like 3-4 yards more.
Yeah. I don't know,
Well,
I'm not a ref, so
just
it's
like
okay.
It is, exactly. I was one.
And they're going back to that middle run again, and they're not going anywhere.
Yeah, that was a pretty not so successful cut try from Luis Sagway, number 88.
No.
Tight end.
No.
He just like, he
No.
kissed the feet of his
Yes, he
defensive
did.
end.
And sometimes it's just better to take him high and get in the way.
Yeah, just like stand somewhere in a way so your running back finds the
especially
landing.
with somebody like Noah, he who reads so well. All you have to do is stand correctly,
And cutting
get
is
position.
not easy, said as a former offensive lineman.
Yes.
It's way easy. It looks way easier than it actually is.
Timing is everything. So here we go. They've got 4-man line. Looking for
That's
Maximus.
great.
And he got away from 3 guys.
Almost
Nice
got the
job.
first
Almost
down.
got the first down. And it looks like they might give it to him.
For me, it was a little
That
short.
was definitely, whoa, that's a call and a half.
They give it. Wow.
I would,
I would not bad on that call.
Okay, all right, we'll take it. You know,
Well,
like I
yes,
said
of
before,
course.
I'm not the ref. So we'll just comment on what we see. And the Broncos are moving and actually got out of a ridiculously deep hole that they were in back there.
Yeah, they were on the 3rd and 12. Cover one.
Oh,
one safety deep.
he had snapped that. That was an offsides. There's blitz coming absolutely 100%.
There was
so
a lot of pressure up front.
you might as
They're
well get
bringing
rid
like
of that
8
ball
people.
quickly. Almost got
Good
it.
coverage.
Nice
Good
coverage.
hands from Patrick Strubeck.
Usually Max makes those catches.
Yeah, but there was a hand in between his hands and the ball.
Yep.
So
Really nice coverage. Really nice coverage.
he gets off the play. So you
What
might
I'm
expect
really
a
surprised that I haven't seen Salom
Ajobi again.
Ataye
Ajay.
on the field at all today, which really
15.
surprises me. A
Is he
really
on the
good
sideline?
receiver. Yeah, he's right down here.
Yeah.
Number 12 is in now instead. And I'm surprised that we haven't seen him. I mean, he's a great. Another
great
nice
run
hole.
again. Yes.
And another first down, I think, by the looks. No, they're not giving it. Nope, 2 yards short this
1
time.
yard short this time, yeah. Fabio Stuccator.
Going in as a receiver instead of. That's very strange.
We don't know why.
We definitely don't know why. But I mean, he's a player that actually you'd want to have on the football field if he could go.
Yes,
I mean, and he's dressed, so
Yeah, but
very
he's
odd.
also taped on his right knee, so maybe there is an issue there.
So let's go 3rd and short. Oh, another
nice
nice cut.
cutback, yeah.
Another nice cut by Noah.
And for the first down.
Oh,
Again.
Still player of the game for the
Yeah.
Broncos.
Yeah.
Still brave.
Hell of a cut he did
Yeah.
here. He knew he just needed that 1 yard, and
Yeah.
he knew he just can get it when he bounced outside somehow.
And if
And
he
he just went around his
Yeah.
offensive lineman and made that yard.
had he had just put his head down, he wouldn't have got it.
So it's 1st and 10 on
Wow,
the
this is
42.
it's a huge grinding drive that the Broncos are putting together, and this is definitely going to tire out that defense.
But also the offensive line, because they're also not used to play 4 quarters or like 2.5 quarters.
Usually in heat like this, if you know where it's going, then you use less energy than.
Oh, this was
that's not good.
a misunderstanding from everywhere.
Everywhere. The offensive line blocked screen or quick pass, and
But there was none.
there was none. And there was no receiver anywhere that was waiting for a quick pass.
That was a huge play for the Eagles now with a 14, 15-yard loss.
Wow. I mean,
That's huge.
yeah.
It's a 2nd and forever, 24 maybe.
Yep, because I watched the offensive line there, and they just
Yeah,
pushed
they
their
were
guy.
just like, yeah.
It would that for me. That's usually screen, you know.
There's a flag.
It's probably if it's before pre-snap motion, so it's usually on the offense.
The offense 5 yards back again.
Well, okay, if you're gonna put yourself in a hole, you might as well pick a big one. It looks like, I don't know.
Might be a false start. That's against the defense actually, 5 yards.
What's a delay of? That usually means that somebody was imitating the snap count or something, no? Because isn't that delay of game?
Well, the sign is delay of game,
so,
yes.
And the delay of game is when a defensive lineman, for example, imitates the snap count and tries to get the offense to get mixed up. They'll call delay of game on a defense. So it looks like somebody was imitating the snap count.
It must be something like this, but
which I don't see. You don't see that called every day.
Never, actually.
Yeah. Well, I've seen it. I've seen it before. That's why I know. But it's been quite a while. It's been quite a while.
And you really sure I wasn't commentating again.
Oh boy, and how somehow he gets out. Nice
and
run.
jumps forward for getting to the 44. No, well, yeah, 44 around 45. So it's a 3rd and 12 again. 3rd and 13
Let's
actually.
See if they can get out of another hole.
There might be some Max Gray action.
Yeah, I can imagine. And if I was the defense, I'd definitely be keeping my eye out on them. But if I was
they put
the
number
Broncos,
5 over there.
I would probably go to Cindy here one-on-one. Just let him run by the guy. Because outside, where that safety is, and he's definitely going to do that.
Yep.
Looking for
and
Cindy
got the
for
grab
the first
and he
down.
got the first down.
Nope, they're not giving it to him.
Huh? Well,
no, short.
They're not giving the first
down?
down?
Not even close. Not even close. So it's 4th and 2. I'm pretty sure Jeff's going to go for it here.
Yeah, they go with a fullback dive again, maybe. Under black. No, he's he's on the field.
Maybe at some point play action this,
but not too much. Yeah, well, yeah.
Maybe it's coming here. Maybe it's coming here. Maybe his play. For me, play action is like run it regularly. For Jeff, it's more like, okay, that's one of our trick plays. So let's see what happens here. Because I think if he just pulls this down, although he's only got max. That's it. That's all he's got. Oh, he's not getting there. Not even close. Not even close. The backside collapsed. Yeah, the backside did not shut off their. Didn't have their shut off blocks.
Not at all. They didn't even went 1 yard forward.
No, he was hit in the backfield by 2 guys before. Yeah, that's too bad. Keeps it entertaining though.
Yeah, well, like nine man in the box, and you have like 7 yards to go with the ball before you reach the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
It's hard to find a hole then when so many guys are in that box already.
Yeah, absolutely.
Trips to the right for the Eagles.
Oh, that running back was moving early. Nice play.
Yes.
That's a first down.
Smart. Stepping out of bounds here, 12-yard gain for a new first down for the Eagles.
Yeah, they're not matching that front when they come out and trips very well. I mean, they have the way that they're lining up. It absolutely invites that quick screen game because you're outnumbered at the line of scrimmage every single time, and the third guy over the top is way off.
Yeah, with that 3-man front, you don't have enough pressure coming.
Yep. Here we go. That's what I was waiting for in the second half.
And Felix Senker this time, the defensive end that might have to contain. I'm not pretty sure. He just stepped inside and so made some room for the quarterback. Oh, they don't give the first down actually. Okay, ball. Actually, I'd rather take a 2nd and short, like 2nd and 1, than a first down. Because you can do
can play anything.
Exactly. You can take it safe or
even
like you have 2 downs
here
because you're on the 44.
Again. Here comes that trips again. Let's see what they do here. Well, it's going to be a run, and that's not going anywhere. Yep.
Stop.
Berg is in there. Christian Berg is in there together with
29 for Matthias Homola.
Nicely played by the defense there. So it's 3rd and 1.
3rd and 2 actually. They lost the yard.
Yeah, they're not really making them lose much there.
Eagles took their first team timeout on the second half.
Oh, I'm surprised already at this point. We're talking 1:33 in the 3rd quarter, and you're already using your timeouts.
Well, you only have 1 quarter left. So.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're behind, you're going to need
You
your
want
timeouts.
Exactly. You want to preserve them as
Yes,
much as
you
you can,
do. Yes, you
especially in
do.
the second half.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm still pretty surprised from the Broncos offense. They are not like throwing the ball that much as they used to do, but
No,
it might
and
have also to do with the like not best day of Robin.
Well, not only that, but I think you're missing receivers. I think with Salem is a deep threat, and you don't have him on the field today. You know, I mean,
You have Max being double covered all game long. Max Gray, number 3.
So that leaves only Sundy, and if you've got, I mean, the
You got
fourth
Stukator, of
receiver
course, but
usually
yeah.
is Salem. And I mean that if you have to match up Salem with your third or fourth best
DB.
defensive back, good luck with that.
Good luck with that, exactly.
So that's definitely, I mean, there's got to be something wrong with him today that he's
And also,
not on the
Luis
field.
Sagwe hasn't seen any balls.
Not a single
Not
one.
a single
Yep.
one.
Yep. And that's something, especially as a tight end, you're expecting play action pass
Empty
balls.
backfield, motion,
And
jet sweep,
no, he's going
read.
to go right up the middle.
But it's not the
Yep.
quarterback, actually.
No, it's,
well, it's Jabari Harris. That is,
he's also a
he's
quarterback.
also listed
Yep.
as a quarterback, but he's also playing DB usually.
Yep.
And he has some force there.
Yeah,
so
he's
easy first down.
not a little guy.
That was a nice read.
Yeah, I think no matter what, he was keeping the ball.
Well, yeah. Well, you can hand off to number 20 easily too. And he's staying in his quarterback now. I wonder if something happened to Jacob
I think they're just
Schmitz.
probably mixing it up, because I didn't see anything happen to, although he did run, but no, illegal motion. It's got to be by the
There were
offense
two
there.
mans in motion.
Yeah, something happened there. Yeah. Illegal motion by the offense. They're killing themselves with penalties for sure. I mean,
That's what the Broncos did in the last drive too, with the offense. But they managed somehow to get the first down.
Yep.
But then went to fourth down and weren't
Weren't able to get there. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So not a super clean game by either team actually. I mean,
Yeah, it looks like they're kind of still nervous,
right?
Yeah,
That's,
yeah.
I would say the same thing.
Yeah.
And it's really strange. I mean, for the Broncos, okay, at this point in the second half, I'd be nervous too. It's the first game I've played in the second half.
Yeah.
But for the for Warsaw, oh, that's
nice.
beautifully played. Wow,
And
Berg,
that was a hit.
Christian Berg really lit him up.
Steamrolled.
Really lit him up.
Yeah. He felt that for sure.
Yeah. That was a
That was a hit.
yeah.
Now we have third and like 17 coming up.
Yeah, they haven't changed the down marker yet, but they should.
Should be on third, actually.
Yeah, Jens sees it from back here. He hasn't signaled over yet, but it's got to be third down. And it's a pass. Oh, and he's
And a
immediately
lot of
under pressure.
yeah.
Immediately, and he
Keep
can't
ball
get there.
overthrown.
Yeah. I mean, there's absolutely that he was. I mean, there was pressure right off the bat.
There was Tobias Sin again, number 40.
Yeah,
so
he's-
that should be fourth down now, in my opinion.
it has to
but
be fourth down. It's
it's
fourth
still
down.
third on the
Yeah, I don't.
down marker.
Yeah, because it was it was a penalty.
There was one.
Was it not a penalty before for illegal motion? That's why. They
Oh,
went
that was,
back
yeah,
five.
sorry.
Yeah.
So there was
Yeah.
no loss of down.
That
And
was-
then there was a loss of down. What's the first down? Yeah, no, yeah. Okay, sorry.
So it's correct. Yeah.
So it's correct. The third down now.
Well, keep an eye out for what happens out here on the trips again.
Third and 17, actually.
He's looking this way. Oh, and he's going. Oh, he wants to come on. He's wide open again.
81 is getting the ball. And
So it's fourth down and 10. Exactly.
at the
Fourth down and
35. Ooh.
And end of the third quarter. So we're going into fourth quarter with fourth down and 10. Well, it couldn't be much more exciting than it is now.
It is a football game. It still is. We had 10-7 at halftime score, and it's still 10-7.
I
They
mean-
both dubbed each other once.
And if you
like
look
we had
at-
two drives in the third quarter, actually.
Yeah.
Like-
yeah, and if you look at the scoring for the two teams on offense all season, whether it be Warsaw or Broncos, I mean they've scored
Yeah,
25 points or more every single game, I think.
And usually in the first half.
Yeah,
already.
yeah, and
now we have
here we're
17
talking.
combined.
Here we're
Yeah.
talking. Now we're in a defensive battle. Nothing anyone expected, but this is football. This is great.
And this is the game we wished for.
It's absolutely a game we were hoping for.
Third and 10. Going to the wrong side with the chain, I think.
Yeah,
they were like on the 40.
Yeah, they need to back up.
It's not fourth
It's not
and one.
fourth and
There
one.
was something wrong.
It's 4th and 10.
Yeah.
And the Broncos players know.
It's 4th and 11 actually.
Yeah, hold on.
He just went to the wrong side with the chain.
Yeah, they gotta get that straightened out. They gotta get that. Oh, they're kicking a field goal.
Ooh.
They're kicking a field goal.
Tie the game.
Holy moly! This is a 53-yard field goal he's trying here.
That's a huge one. There must be a lag
Yeah,
from Cornel
holy.
Witkowski.
Holy moly! All right, let's see if this is an NFL tryout. 53-yard field goal or a fake.
I don't think they risk a fake on a 4th and 11.
Fake? I don't know. I don't know. I don't.
And not on a 4th and 11.
Nah. I think this guy. Look at the. He's back there. No,
Nope.
not even close.
No. But this puts the Broncos in a pretty good field position,
it's
actually.
exactly what happened the other way around in the first half. You know, I mean, yeah, I'm not sure why you do that. That's the first. I mean, up till now, I have to say the coaching on the Warsaw side has been really good. They made good decisions, good adjustments, and now
this is kind of questionable decision.
That's a weird one.
Because, well, it was not even close. So
yeah.
The snap was okay.
I mean, and your defense is doing great against the Broncos. Back them up, let them make a mistake over the whole field.
Like
you know?
punt the ball at the 10 or 5-yard line.
Now you're giving them more or less short field. You know.
36 yards.
And
pretty
back
nice
to the inside runs.
Yep, but stop.
They're not going anywhere. So it looks like part of the strategy at this point might be early, but is to now already just run that clock.
Yeah, it's like 12-minute quarters as in college football rules. It's different than the NFL, so it's 3 minutes less.
And I'm still super surprised that you must be right about number one and the quarterback being hurt, because why would you take your best athlete off the football field?
He was back on the field, actually. But
yeah, it makes no sense to me that you take that guy off. I mean, for one play, for sure, okay. But then put him back on. I mean, and let that guy run. Why are they not running him more? And here's Max trying to get outside, and he does get outside. Beautiful. That's a first down. That's not a horse collar, Max. He didn't pull you down from behind.
He was just grabbing.
Yeah. But it's a first down. It's a first down.
It's an important one.
Oh,
actually.
it's a huge one. A huge
Almost
one.
made it to the half of the Eagles.
Yeah. Max is trying to make a case that he's the MVP today, which doesn't surprise me, because Max,
he wants to be.
Obviously, is always the candidate.
I'm not sure he would have put as many yards as a running back as Noah did.
No, I don't think so. But I think all around he's a huge weapon.
Well, he is actually.
He's just absolutely, and he gives the team such
there's
self-confidence
that nobody saw from the officials.
Robin saw it, the quarterback.
Yeah, well, me too.
Yeah.
But I'm not in the zebra shirt, so.
Yeah.
But you see when head turns on tackles.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Something
100%. You don't do that naturally.
So it's 2nd and 9. Well, why not going for another hard count and having a free play? Sending Cindy deep.
At some point, they've got to get the tight end involved in the game. He's got great hands, runs good routes, but they're going to keep running that inside and not go anywhere.
Well,
look at him fight.
Made like 2 yards. Hard earned 2 yards. 3rd and 8, actually. Not 3rd and 7, maybe.
I just really, and I will at some point when I see him. I'll ask him. I'll see what goes through. I mean, Jeff, he's a mastermind. He knows what he's doing. He's done this for a long time, and obviously he's won enough games. But I just really would love to pick his brain. Why are you not play actioning when your run is functioning? You know, you can't do it if your run's not going anywhere.
Yeah, well, exactly.
But it is. It is. You know. Nice move. Nice move. Is he going to get there? No, he's not.
No, he's short, unlike the 45. So it's a 4th and 4.
Yeah, question is, what are they going to do here? This is a tough one.
This is the same decision as, well, not the same, but kind of similar decision the Panthers had before. We can't kick a field goal from here.
He's punting. He's punting. He just read his lip. He's punting. Yeah.
So he's putting the trust into the defense again.
Yeah. Yeah, which is, I mean, Coach Alonso's got his stuff down. You know, he's looking for a challenge. He's not backing down from a challenge. He hasn't had one all season, so why not? You know, why not take this?
Max is the long snapper actually on punt. Max Gray did a good job. Was doing a great punt.
Oh, good. Oh, that's it. Perfect. 10 yards. I love it.
Perfect.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, all 3 phases of the game are functioning really, really well. And again, I mean, it's Noah. It's a young, homegrown player running the.
Yeah, he's 21 years old.
Yeah, kicking great kicks on punt.
And running
hard.
Hell.
Yeah.
Well, the only downside the Broncos had today was that one kick return the Panthers had, the Eagles had.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. And the fumble on the first drive.
That
really slowed them down.
Yeah. It was kind of unnecessary. But then there was also the pick from the Eagles, but that didn't lead to any points for the Broncos. Yep. But yeah, it's still a football game.
Back and forth. This is back and forth, you know. Andre Blackett blitzing. He's going to try to get there. And
there's
that's beautiful.
Huge play
by both of them. They met right at the running back, and Tempini again in the mix. Lucho in the mix.
7 yard of loss on that play.
Lucho Tentamonte came from the outside, Blackett from the inside, and Tempini there huge. Like he's been there all day long. And now, of course, no, it's Tobias Sen, not Tempini. Sorry, I'm sorry about that. Tobias Sen. Now it's been there 40. All day long. Here, another run.
Yep, but also stopped pretty quickly. But still 5, 6, 7 yard gain. So 3rd and 9 looks better than the situation before.
But I agree with you. I don't know why they're not going deep more, because every time they've gone deep, they've been able to connect. They haven't really tested the Broncos deep very much.
And the pressure is there.
It is there.
But it's not that.
It's not consistent, but it's there. Yeah.
7.5 minutes to go.
So Twins right running back, and it's a screen pass, short screen pass. He's never going to get there.
Nobody there
not
to
even
block.
Close. Now that's some weird coaching right there.
Yeah, that's kind of and nobody was there to block.
No,
actually, just nobody.
No one. I mean, there's 2 players, not 3.
So
and there's a flag, maybe. Why are all the players standing around?
It's 4th and.
They wondering what's going to happen. I'm pretty sure I know what's going to happen.
They got a punt.
I'm pretty sure.
It's not late enough.
At this point, who knows with what the coach is calling?
Yeah, but it's not like. Well, you give the Broncos the clock with 6.5, 7 minutes.
Yeah, it's super field position. I mean, you're on this half of the 50 by far.
And they can put it up to 2 scores.
Oh, nice punt, though. Nice punt. Really nice punt.
Max will take the ball. Let's see if he's able to make a yard or 2.
And he does get across the 50, so you're starting on
49.
Starting on the 49-yard line. And, well, I mean, they don't need to score, you know. They need to run out the clock. So
6.5 or more than 6.5 is tough to run off with a short field, 49 yards. You want that touchdown to put the 2-score game
Absolutely, there's no question.
And you want to take as much time as possible off that clock.
Yeah,
of course. So we might see some inside runs.
Well, it wouldn't be new. We've seen a couple tonight.
Maybe 2.
So let's see. But you know what? Honestly, they've been working. So
usually they have.
So
most of the time.
And here we have one.
Yeah,
oh, and another beautiful one.
It's 8 yards, 7 yards.
You know what? And at this point, honestly, you were talking about also the offense getting tired, but I tell you right now,
this is for the defense.
This is the defense's killer. This is killer.
Hell.
4th quarter, and you're getting leaned on by these guys.
And well, as an offensive lineman, you exactly know what kind of step you're doing, what kind of hand placement you're doing. You don't know how your opponent player is reacting on the defensive line, but you know at least where you're going and what the scheme looks like.
So much easier
as a
than
defensive player, you only can react. And you know you got to stuff these holes somehow. They try the hard count here.
Audible coming from the sideline. Let's see what happens. Noah's. Oh, what are they calling here? Delay of game.
Was that 25 seconds?
No, I don't. No.
Oh, it was. Oh, yeah. Broncos taking that 5 yards.
Oh, that's not. That's
unnecessary
killer.
5 yards.
That's killer. That's killer.
But both sides of the ball, actually. Like it's like, still like that nervous feeling.
Yeah, but that's that was coaching.
That was coaching this time.
That was coaching. The offense can do nothing about that if that's the way it's called. But I agree with you. That was a super fast 25-second clock. So let's see what they do here. Yeah, they're going to run it. Oh, and he's got a hole. Look at that. Look at him go. Oh, yes.
And he's taking the ball to the 25. They give it on the 27.
There is no question in my mind about the player of the game right now at this point, because right now with that run right now, and I haven't been adding it up, but I'm guessing right now he just passed 100 yards with that run.
He is over 100 for sure.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure he was before that run, actually. We don't have the stats, actually, but it feels...
I'm not sure. Yeah, he's been running a lot, but in little chunks. I'm saying with that big chunk right there, he's for sure over 100. Which is against a defense like these guys in a 10-7 game, 100 yards, good job.
Yes.
Good job.
And he's like the only running back. Like we had fumble,
Yep.
In the first quarter, but
and let's be honest. And he's not. And you know what? I mean, you should be saying this as an offensive lineman, but you know what? Anytime there's a running back that's an MVP, you know who the other MVPs are. It's those it's those 5 big guys in front of him.
That's what the NFL actually did. They made a new award for next season.
And they should.
For like the best protector.
Yeah, I mean, have you ever seen a good running back without a good offensive line? No. Doesn't happen.
No.
So I mean, at this point,
except maybe Mike also, but he was just like
he's a fullback and he just liked to kill people. But that's
exactly.
But hey, nice job now by this offensive line. They're absolutely controlling the game up front.
Max going outside. There is a hole.
And it's a nice block there by Noah outside.
If I would have to throw a flag on holding, I would have thrown that on the defense, like not on the defensive end, but it was 51 from the Eagles that got hold from the right tackle, Philip, from the Broncos. But, well, he released his hands early enough. No call.
Well, I mean, we've seen missed. I'm not going to call them missed calls. We've seen non-calls going both directions. But honestly, I have to say, it's been an evenly called game.
It's not a ref's decision.
No.
Like
it's an absolute
calls or
definitely
something.
not.
So great job from that Zebra crew here.
Absolutely, really good job.
They let them play football.
Yep.
And Noah is bouncing around again. Getting for like maybe 1 yard.
3rd down.
3rd and 2, something like this.
Yeah, if they can convert this
and it's 3.5 minutes.
And this is what I'm saying. They've already dropped 3.5 minutes from when we talked last. So there's not a bunch of time left. I mean, if they can somehow find a way to punch this ball in the end zone, then
that might be the game.
That's probably the game.
Well, that's a big advantage then for the Broncos. Not the game then. We know football, but.
And then it becomes very difficult for the
Eagles.
Yeah.
I used to say the Panthers because.
Brockclaw usually is here. Yeah, so here we go. Oh, it was.
It's a timeout called from the Broncos sideline prior to the snap.
Okay.
Yes, looks like.
It looks like the sideline.
We saw Andrew Blackett lined up as the receiver on the same side as Max Gray.
No, he came out of the backfield. He was fullback, came out of the backfield, going, maybe running around.
It was kind of like.
But I mean, here we go. You know, this is part of Jeff's game, which is really, really, really good. Is you get these crazy situations or these game-changing situations where he usually comes up with a call that pushes the game or tips the game in his favor.
Exactly.
So these are always the situations I like to watch to see what happens.
Yeah, and let's see what kind of, like, he has always something in his head. Always. Like, there wouldn't be a
Or in his
Jeff
sock,
Buffett,
or
like,
in
yeah,
his-
so he has a play for everything.
He does, he does.
He's a true mastermind of offensive football, of course. And like, he knows his players, and he knows every ability of his players the best because he's coaching that long for the
At
Broncos.
this point, I don't know if the best play wouldn't be the easiest play. I mean, with the offensive line, the way they're pushing around that defensive line, running right up the middle with a spread, but then run up the middle. Uh-oh. Yep, there it is.
Yeah, Max
there
Gray.
it is, right up the middle.
Not in there.
But it's a first and
it's a
goal,
first
so
and
more
goal.
time coming off the clock.
Exactly.
That's the most important thing.
And
at
I
this
hope
point.
Noah gets that touchdown just for him.
Yeah.
Because this was like make every decision away who's the man of the game.
But here, this is when we talked about it, right? So we talked what was going to happen. Another crazy play that Jeff came up with.
Yeah, and it's just like a 10-yard gain.
And you know it's going to work. You
first
know
and
it's
goal
going to
for
work.
4 yards.
Yeah.
So you get at least that field goal. You're taking time off the clock hugely, big time. They got to wait as much as they can to.
Yeah, this is where you really let that clock run down, and then if you can somehow, get that score.
And Noah is still trying.
He's closer.
But
He's
perfect.
closer.
Clock keeps ticking.
Yep.
Keeps ticking down to the 2-minute warning,
Yeah,
most likely.
and I honestly don't think that defensive line's got enough energy left to stop
Not
that
at all.
O-line from pushing them backwards. They
Or
really
2
don't.
yards,
Nope.
like-
Nope.
I don't see that either. So they can, like the Panthers still have 2 timeouts left. They took 1.
You mean the Eagles?
So sorry. So sorry. Like, yeah, well, if I think about Polish football, it's because I played the Twin Panthers twice.
Yeah, and they're the
also
team
the
that we've
ELF
seen here,
team,
all the time.
And there's a former Broncos player playing there, and it's like, so sorry for the Eagles fans out there. Because I'm not even sure what team would take the advantage on that game when the Eagles will play the Panthers.
At this point,
it might be as interesting
yeah,
as the Broncos will play the Mercenaries.
Yes,
actually.
yes.
With that many imports, like import players, like 4 Americans, 10 Europeans you can hire for your team, it's a different story, yes, but will be interesting to see on both sides, on both countries actually. Hope you agree.
Absolutely.
So now there's the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter. Broncos are like 3 yards away, maybe.
Yeah, so we haven't. This is great. We haven't had a point scored since halftime, or obviously before halftime. This is.
Yeah, and it was long before halftime that was scored, like 4 minutes or something.
And
that was 6.5 or something
I'm
like
very,
that.
very impressed, I must say, by the Broncos and obviously their coaching staff, because it's so not easy to prepare your team theoretically for a situation when you've never been in it.
Exactly.
And
you practice it, but it's just practice.
Yeah, but you haven't been in a 4th quarter in a 10-7 game.
It's not the same at all. They go with a sneak now, most likely. Robbins under center. Robinson quarterback.
Maybe now is the play action pass. Who knows?
No, it's Noah.
It's Noah trying to get in and not getting there.
The Eagles might have to take a timeout here. It's short, like 1 yard. Yeah, they took the timeout.
Yeah.
They still have 2 tries, theoretically, the Broncos.
Yeah.
Would you take the field goal on a 4th and short, like really short? Or would you risk it?
I would take the field goal, I think, because at this point, with this little time left, the only chance that
they only have 1 timeout.
Yeah, and so theoretically, I mean, if you want to get all the way down the field, unless you have a great return, but I'm assuming that Jeff's not going to have him kick it to someone for a return, so they would have to start on the 20. They have to cover the entire field for a touchdown, which is probably not going to happen. So if you chance it and you don't make it, even though they have 14, 15 yards more that they have to go, now all they need is a field goal to tie the game. And obviously they have some trust in that field goal.
That kicker, yeah.
Because otherwise they wouldn't have tried a 53-yarder. I mean, it was partially blocked, by the way. But I think for sure you kick the field goal, make it a 6-point game, and then make them go the entire length of field and score a touchdown.
So it's 3rd and goal, 2 yards to go. It's heavy team again for the Broncos.
There's players down here they don't want to watch. But here we go. There's an inside run, and he's in untouched.
And that's most likely the game.
Untouched.
Wow.
He was not touched.
Wow.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And you know what? Honestly, I think Warsaw knew what was coming, and they couldn't stop it.
They just couldn't stop it.
Nope.
As you said, like the defense cannot hold forever.
No. And they've been on the field the entire second half.
Yeah.
You know.
It's like the second Broncos drive actually for the second half, but it took like 6 minutes now away.
Yeah. It did.
Almost 5.
You said it's impossible,
it's hard,
but
no. Well, the game is not over. It's
definitely not.
It's most likely a 10-point lead.
But
if the point is successful.
They're in the driver's seat. Let's put it that way.
So 2 scores and 1 timeout left only for the Eagles.
Let's see if they can get this extra point. It's an important one.
This looks
and
good.
they did get it. Yes, they did. So it's 17-7. Broncos up with 1:45.
2 scores.
Going. And the fans are on their feet in the stadium.
Everybody's up now.
I think they're super happy that there's a game in the 4th quarter.
And it's still a football game
And it's
here
still
in
a
Chur,
football
like
game.
inside 2 minutes of the 4th quarter. We haven't seen that for a long time from the Broncos.
No, we haven't.
Not even
we
bowl
haven't.
games.
We haven't.
Like
And
last year
and
against the Dragons.
It's just amazing to see. You've got guys like Matis who's been in this sport for 40 years.
He turned 50
You
this
know,
year.
and look at how excited he is. You know, it's like
Well, he is in the game with his heart all over and every time.
Absolutely. Same with Max. Same with Andre Blackett. Same with all these guys. You know, I mean, it's like they are so excited. You know, and they should be. And they should be.
Well, they earn it.
They absolutely earned it.
It's not for free.
No. But
So
like you
let's
said,
see how
it's not
that
over
kick
yet.
leads.
So let's see what happens. What he
Pretty
does.
sure the Eagles want to return.
Yeah, they definitely
So
want
let's
to
see
return. But
if
I'm
Weber is able
surprised that
to-
number 0 is not back there to return.
There's a timeout from the Broncos taken.
Their best returner is not back there, or at least the guy that's come back
Like,
the farthest.
made it, yeah.
0. And what I'm also surprised is that Sherman's not back there. You know, why
Well,
would you?
yeah,
why
he's
would you
a
not?
big guy,
Why would you
and,
not put Kevin Sherman back as a returner
Well,
at this
even
point of the game?
Sherman or also Jabari Harris, because he was like big on running.
Yeah,
too.
but I mean, I at
put
this
your
point, I
Americans
think
back
I
there.
would put your for sure Sherman needs to be back there, and I think the other guy that needs back is number 20.
And as an American import playing a safety position, you are most likely
You
one of the
can
best
run.
athletes
Yes,
on the game.
absolutely,
on the
absolutely.
roster,
So why is he? Why is he not on the field right now? Just absolutely blows my mind some of the calls on the opposite side as far as coaching goes.
But still one of the best coaching we saw in the last couple of years on the opposite sideline, adjusting to the Broncos game. Because the Broncos are up just only 10 points. That last time happened, I don't know when. Like on international games and on national games. So Broncos did pretty well actually. And also the opposite side.
Well, I mean, we've known for years that I mean, and that's the difference maker, you know. Oh, here we go.
Short kick.
Pooch punt.
And still has to get it.
Yeah, he's
but gets
not going
tackled
anywhere.
On the 30 down. Yeah, that's a smart decision.
That's a
actually.
very nice kick right
Yeah,
there. Very
he
nice
put
kick.
it right where it has to be. No, there are some nerves.
There are some people that are not so happy.
85 here from the Eagles. Jakub Gregorczyk didn't agree with something on the field, but there are 3 flags, so there might be a 15-yard penalty on the returning team. That ball fouled, so that puts them back to their own 15.
Ah, that's too
And
bad.
that's
you know?
just like, I don't want to call players.
Well, and you know what?
stupid,
At
but
this point,
it
I've
is.
been watching them the entire game. It's one of the cleanest games I've seen in a long, long time from both sides.
Yeah.
I have to say, compliments to both coaching staff for the way that they coach their players, not only how to play football, but also how to be fair sportsmen. And yeah, this can happen. You know, I mean, and
Yeah, but in a situation like that, you're down by 2 scores and you're 140. Be smart enough to not you do that 7 seconds before a game ends.
Not
okay.
everybody.
That's frustrating.
Yeah, I agree with you. You know, but I'm just gonna say
just not smart.
Heat of the moment is all I'm
Well,
gonna
he
say.
did, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like not a smart move. Not at all. Let's see what the refs decide to. Maybe there's offsetting penalties because both sides of the ball made something.
Yeah, and you can see how seriously Jeff takes his coaching and football. I mean,
unnecessary roughness.
Christoph Sinderhoff, the president, just went down to congratulate him, and he told him to wait, don't. It's not over yet.
Yeah, it's not over yet.
And so. Yeah, and yeah, that's Jeff. You know, I think if you want to sum him up, that gesture right there, you know, he did it in a cordial way, but he said, hey, not now, go away, it's not over yet.
There were offsetting penalties actually, so
yeah,
the Eagles scored at 30.
Yeah. I mean, and like we said before, good reffing.
Yeah, good calls.
Good reffing. I mean, Jens and I haven't always agreed on everything in the past, but he led a great game as a Whitecap today.
Good coverage here. Looks like it was Simon Beer.
Nice.
That knocked the ball out of the hand of his receivers.
He's had ups and downs. Very nice. Very nice play.
It's actually the first ball was thrown to his receiver.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm talking about all season.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, he's had ups and downs. He's been replaced. He's had to stand on the sidelines. I'm just super happy for him to be able to
making key plays like now.
Yeah. Yeah, in key situations, you know.
Exactly. Pressure.
Oh, here we go.
There's Christopher with the sack.
There he is again. He's had, as far as defense goes, he's defensive player of the game for me.
He put up pressure big time. That's why he's here for the CFL games.
Yep. Nice work. Absolutely great.
Especially on this undersized interior defensive line of the Broncos. He still shines big time. He's like a cube. They took the timeout actually, the Eagles, so it's 3rd and 17, 16. Well, they have to go deep. And I wouldn't be very surprised if they got to put a deep ball somewhere in a completion and a touchdown. Because it wouldn't be the first time for the Broncos getting late touchdowns in a game, and especially deep ones.
Making it interesting, yeah.
And it's also special to see all the offensive linemen still taped up, so close to the end of the game. Usually they're sitting on the bench
usually
enjoying bananas.
Absolutely.
Not the burgers yet.
It's not today.
But not today. They got to work 4 quarters.
Absolutely. And that's nice.
And that's what you love.
Yeah, I mean, this is why you play football,
exactly,
you know? I mean, it's this is your payday to be able to put on your game dress. And if it only lasts a quarter, then you just got cheated.
Yeah.
You know?
You feel like cheating.
This is nice for all these guys.
So we got a trips again. Broncos
got 5 receivers.
Little empty backfield.
Yeah, he's here we go.
Going by himself.
I am so surprised he didn't do that more early in the game. Early in the game.
Eagles have no timeouts left, actually. Both teams have no timeouts left, so it's
too late for him to do that now, but had they done that more early, I think it would have been a huge problem for the Broncos. Number 1's a great athlete, and once you establish that you're willing to run him as your coach, then the defense has to adjust.
Exactly, and you have to put somebody on him.
You have to.
And who can you put on him? It's the
DB.
Exactly.
Yeah, or a linebacker, and it's your most important guy inside.
Screen, this time with
he's
some
not
blockers,
going anywhere.
but not enough blockers, so this is the game. Broncos can kneel it down now easily.
Yeah, because they're out of timeouts.
Nobody has any timeouts left, so... Well, we can say the defense of the Broncos stepped up big time.
Yes, they did. Because after that touchdown...
Not they were bad like before.
No, but after that touchdown, we were wondering, what's going to happen now?
And even we were criticizing some kind that He-Man front, sending these blitzes with the VSN and Andrew Blackett was very successful for the Broncos.
Yep.
And that's what actually made the game at the end. Putting 17 points, there were no points from the defense. As you usually have when you have close games or defense-led games. There was a pick from Tetamonti in the first half. There was the fumble the Broncos had in the first quarter.
So that was even?
So this is even. And everything else was just stops. 2 missed field goal, a missed field goal on each side. 2 missed field goals for the Broncos, actually.
2 of them,
Exactly.
I'm watching these players now. and they're talking, and I mean the game's over, super fair. Both.
Yeah, well, they know both sides. They know
but
it's over. But
it's easier said than done. I mean, you travel here 16 hours on a bus. You know, look at that, handshakes already going on. I mean, this is
football.
Absolutely, this is a game that I like to be proud of. You know, when you see stuff like that. Yeah. And of course, you're not happy.
And the game
you wanted to win. You just,
of course.
You know, but you're fair.
And you know, you fought the battle in the trenches this game.
Yeah.
Like to open the lanes, the blocks for Noah Bachhofer, who was for me,
player of the game.
Player of the game. That was the offensive line of the Broncos. Also, the defensive line of the Eagles played hell of a game.
Yeah.
Like they tried to stop, but he somehow sneaked by, and just found these lanes.
Amazing.
That he had to run. Well, and now we see the Broncos advance to the final.
Let's see who their opponent's going to be.
It's either the Canal Panthers or
Black Panthers or
Crusaders, I think.
Is it Carlson?
I'm not sure actually. They played the same time today.
Okay.
Maybe we got to find some score from there. To just let
I was just wondering about that before. Actually, who is going to play against who in the final, depending on who wins here. And these guys are good athletes. I mean, hats off to these guys here that came here from Poland.
And they played football.
And you know, and it's nice because, and I'm not surprised at all, not only about how good they are, but also how fair they are. When we went out there, I don't know how many years ago with the national team, I mean, they did everything for us. They were so friendly, hospitable. I mean, absolutely class football team and program organization. Hats off to the Poland team and how you represent your country. Absolutely hats off. Really.
Yeah, like well deserved. They were here in that semi-final, so they got to have one of the quarterfinal seats, the semi-final, quarterfinal seats for the next CFL season.
Yep.
Well earned for that. Hopefully that team can stick together because there's a lot of potential into that team. There's a lot of athletes in that team, and that, as you said, like brotherhood, friendship, and hospitality. And you see it also like on the handshakes. Of course you're like, it's shit when you lose a game, especially when you're abroad. But still, like smiles on the faces, and you see these are guys that love to play football. And this is how it works. Yep. This is how it should be.
Yep, absolutely.
And this is what our sports
is all about.
Our sports, exactly.
So congratulations to the Broncos. They're all lining up. And obviously, the fans are all still here, which is completely unusual, right? I mean, most of the people, or half at least, that don't want to stand around
until the end
of the game when it's already over at halftime. They're all still here. So. Which is nice for the band as well, because there's still fans here for the band.
Exactly. There will be a huge
party here.
I'm pretty sure most of the players will join you.
Yep, I agree. Hopefully the refs as well, because they did a great job tonight.
They did a great job too. I think we can agree on that.
Absolutely. And I mean, and you can tell by the gesture of Poland that they don't feel cheated. I think they know they lost fair and square. Yeah. And look, they're letting Noah do the flag, which usually Salom does, so I'm almost positive now that Salom's hurt somehow. Here he comes. Man of the game for me, for the Broncos, right there. Absolutely. Sure. And it's so nice to be able to say it's one of your own homegrown players who's been playing football since he was like 8, U13, U16. He did the entire program, and he's the one that ends up more or less being the decision maker of the game, with his runs.
Especially with Eric Roget getting down last week, starting running back, like he shared a lot of snaps with Noah before. Yep. And Noah just delivered today.
Yeah, he absolutely delivered. Absolutely.
It's nothing that you can say about. I don't have I can't find any score from the Panthers against the.
We just know that the Calanda Broncos are in the final and they're going to play against another football team. We can't tell you more at this time.
It's the Panthers or it's the Carlson Crusaders.
There we go.
Either one.
All right.
Let's see where the game will happen. I heard some rumors that it might happen in Chur.
Would be nice.
Maybe.
I mean, look at this place.
Yeah, well, it's great actually.
It's amazing.
We gotta enjoy some cold brewed drinks too.
Yes,
now.
we do.
I think we deserve that too. And
the fans are happy. They're partying already.
everybody's
so.
happy in here. All expect maybe the Warsaw fans. There were a couple of Warsaw fans here.
There
actually.
were.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's cool
They
too.
made the trip here. Yeah.
And well, yeah, I talked, as I said, I talked before to some officials before the game, and I said, well, the environment you're playing football in is just like insane.
Yeah.
You're right in the mountains. There is still some like kind of snow on the mountains,
there are.
but you got the
There
blue
is. We're
sky.
looking at snow
It's
on
just
the
like
mountains.
it's just like a postcard view
Yep.
to play football.
Yep.
And, well, what you want to get better from the
Yeah, if you
side?
guys have suggestions on how we can improve the backdrop, let us know. We'll try to do it.
Let us know.
All right.
Okay, we got to call it a day.
Thank you guys for being here, and I hope you're here next time.
Yes. See ya.
Post